That's like my main set that I really like, and then a couple of other ones that I have in like a separate little dice bag that are for me to use, and then I just dump everything else out for everybody.
When I was shopping for dice, I was just doing the classic thing you do in game shopping. You just roll dice until you get a nat 20, and I was rolling metal dice. And it was this nice like black and gold one that was gilded, and I rolled it and I got a 20 on it, and I immediately picked it up and bought it. And I was like, oh, "You're coming with me."
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
I love metal dice. That's the one disadvantage to this is I miss like actually rolling dice.
The
I
heft.
love the actual roll of the dice. Yeah.
But man, does it save on math time?
We got to get some booms set up in all of our phones, and then we just roll on the desk.
Set them up over little dice trays. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Then we could show off all our dice.
Yep.
Just don't ask me to roll any more than 4 of the same type of dice, because I don't have that much.
Whatever, Mr. Pound of Dice. What happened to that?
That's for them, okay?
Well, then if you don't have enough dice for Fireball, you can't cast it.
Yeah, if you don't have
the
dice
rule.
for the spell, it's like your material components. You have to.
It's in the rule book. You look up the spell Fireball. You have to have this amount of dice.
We're live, and tonight we're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. I want to thank everybody for joining us, and of course thank the players. I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben, and with me tonight we have Joel as Mordecai, Bodhi as Reynold,
Hello.
and Chris as Jules.
That's me. I'm playing that guy.
And tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the Dungeon Master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era. And we are still reorganizing the mothership here as far as some of the technical things. But we're back on Zoom this week, so I think the video feeds will be a lot stronger. And we have a fun game planned for tonight. Last game we wrapped up. Maybe before I say that, I should encourage people follow us on Twitter at the Heroes Era. Join us on Discord at the Heroes Era. You can hang out, join one shots that we have going on from time to time. I'm cooking up one for something in a couple of weeks here, and we just had a really fun player versus player game too that Mitch ran for us. I thought that was a pretty cool.
I wish I could have been there for it.
So hopefully some more of that'll happen. That piqued my interest too. I thought that was pretty fun. So join us there, and you can follow us on YouTube. I am a little bit behind on posting our content in different places, so I'm going to try to catch back up on that. But other than that, we are live tonight, and the second, third, fourth, and whenever there's a fifth Monday of the month at 6 Pacific, that's 9 Eastern. And yeah. So last game we just didn't come to really any kind of conclusion. We were just we met a fair number of new characters, NPCs, and things had changed a little bit as you had resolved the situation at Green Acres. Some of the people that we met, just briefly to recap, would include Joanna would have been the person who approached Jules regarding commissioning a magical item. And then we had a person that you all decided was a bounty hunter, essentially. Came to the conclusion, and that was Derek. He seems to have overheard the summons from the Council of Order, and that piqued his interest. I thought he was friendly enough. What's that?
The way you describe him as the person we thought was a bounty hunter makes me feel like he's not a bounty hunter.
No, he's a bounty hunter.
Good.
No, he's a bounty hunter.
No, I thought he seemed nice enough too. The guy's just doing his job. I was never.
Yeah, he could have been more straightforward though, but he didn't try to lock us in chains or something. So
yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine.
He has kind of a vague idea that you all will be going to Omnis together, is kind of my understanding to some degree, but that's not really set in stone either.
Yeah. Well, my whole deal was I was fine with letting him come in, like escort us and collect a reward, as long as he didn't try to make it seem like we were trying to like run away or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to make it seem like he captured us and so that he'd get more money. And I'm like,
No.
yeah, I was trying to help the guy out, but I'm like, that's not gonna work for us long term.
We'll let you cash in your check there, pal, but you're not going to be greedy while doing it.
Yeah, seriously.
And
Not for some people.
we had Joel Mordecai essentially just dumping out every drink that he received from this guy.
Yeah,
In
very
this case.
rude.
And then a third person was Ryo. And this was another character that,
Seemed nice at first,
yeah.
and then wasn't. There's a guy who was like, hey, you're a part. You like Bahamut? I like Bahamut. And I was like, yeah. It's like, how do you have these powers? And I tried explaining to him. And he's like getting angry and upset. So I pulled him off and showed my might. And he's kind of like whimpered away like a scared dog.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't come back at all.
No, not at all.
That's definitely 100% resolved.
Yeah, never gonna have to go back to it again.
He seemed bitter because you had been blessed by Bahamut and
Not him and his
family had been
friends.
forsaken, it seemed.
If they're acting
And
like
you-
that, of course they have been.
You received a number of letters as well. A letter from Brahms, a letter from the Council of Order, and Mordecai received a message as well. Joel, somehow a background keeps popping up behind you. Probably another tab that might be open in the background. Just as a heads up.
Getting glimpses of your resume.
The letter from Brahms it basically requested that you all visit him or make an appointment to meet with him at Alain Muir. And then there's another letter from the Council of Order essentially demanding that you all turn yourselves in for
Questioning.
Yeah.
To find
Letter
out
just-
what the...
The letter said that they just wanted us to come in and answer some questions, but
It's...
if I remember correctly, it said it was
They did ask for you to arrive within 10 days.
yeah.
And this was regarding the missing Theresessa Brecht.
Yeah, I think we had an idea of how to deal with it in some sort of way where we can't be implicated or arrested on grounds of possessing some object that is included in the case, and we were going to bury it somewhere pretty much. But we might be having a tail on us, might be having a little tattletale, Derek, come along, and we're going to have to point him in another direction while we quickly bury it in the ground.
Well, you did spend the first day crafting this box.
Yes, and Reynold couldn't just make a plain box. He had to make it have some details at the very least. And we put it in there and shut it closed and then put it in the bag of holding. So we got 2 layers of protection against scrying and such. And I think we just... we didn't leave town yet, I don't think.
No. Well, I've
What?
still got a couple of days until my my bracers are done. I was hoping that we'd have time to pick those up before we left.
And why don't we
that-
reconvene in-game the following morning at the Red Saber-Tooth Inn, and we can have you all there for breakfast, because I think we did a lot of discovery last episode, and plans still need to be made, and to that end. So
Yeah. Can I just get some clarification on the
Yes.
timeline here real quick?
Yes.
So we got the notice yesterday saying that we had 10 days to show up. So we got 9 days left to show up to the council, right?
Right.
Okay. And it's about you said it's about a 2 to 3 day trip, I think is what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we're supposed to meet the other guy, but we have to schedule that. He didn't give us a specific time. We're supposed to get in touch with him, right? With,
we're supposed to send word through
right.
General
So we do that. Yeah.
Molmathic?
Yes.
And then you wanna, you oughta, you need to, whatever her name was. She so that would be a few days on the bracers, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Just a lot of time frames here, so I wanna get everything lined up here. Okay, cool. So we're
having breakfast together.
meeting up for breakfast. Okay.
First thing I want to check is Derek anywhere in the room? Is he also eating breakfast in the tavern, or is he just not there?
You don't notice him there.
Okay, good, because I don't want him listening in on whatever. Well, not that he could, but make sure it's extra secure. If Reynold would look at Jules and ask him to, like point to the mind and connect the web.
I got me Red and Mordecai linked up for the next 6 hours.
Ooh, pretty good. Now that we're connected and I don't fear being heard by anyone, Reynold is going to ask the guys. So we got about a little over a week until we're supposed to supposedly show up, and that means we got to leave at least 3 days before that window is up. So that leaves us with 3 to 4 days of whatever we want to do. Anybody have anything planned or wants to do anything before that? Should do it. I think
we got about 5 days, 6 days at the most. If we leave in 6 days, we got 3 days to be there. So we should leave by 5 because we don't want to show up at the 0 hour. They might get impatient.
Okay, that good to know.
I do have some equipment that I have
in the shop.
Yeah. I why did that word leave my brain? I paid someone to do a thing for me.
Enchant?
Yeah, an enchantment. And so it's gonna be a few days for that. I'm hoping to get that before we leave. Those bracers I've been carrying around, I've been wanting to tinker with those a little bit. I found somebody that could do that for me. So
on the question of the box, where do we want to bury it? Because I don't think we want to show up with it on us, because then they can go and try and find it. But we shouldn't just leave it in a room somewhere either. I think we should bury it somewhere that we'll remember.
If I remember correctly, the idea was that we were going to bury it somewhere nondescript and we were going to put
another thing on top,
a dagger or something on top of it so we could locate object on that thing to find the box.
Okay, should we do this next to town, or should we do this on the way there?
I don't think we should wait until we're on the way there in case we do have a tail or a trail at that point. I think we should maybe do this a day or two before we leave. And I think it should be a reasonable amount away from town. Again, like I said, somewhere sort of nondescript, just a random, nothing special about it, spot in the woods where we can keep a rough idea of that it's X
There.
number of miles northeast of town or whatever, and get close enough that we can find it with your spells.
Mordecai, you got any business? You need to any weird magic rituals to do?
No, I've already done those.
Oh, okay. All right.
While you slept.
Oh, great. I feel secure now. I guess. I mean, I could try. I don't know. Is anybody? Nobody's got nothing else to do but wait. Pretty much is what I'm gathering here.
Well, we need to get in touch with what's his name, too, at some point. I don't know if we want to wait until after our business with
The council.
or if we want to go ahead and reach out to him.
I
And
think
you know that
Squeeze
Alain
him in
Mueller.
before we leave.
I'm sorry to interject. You would know that Alain Mueller is more than a week away.
Oh, so we probably couldn't.
So while sending
doesn't-
word would be fine, but getting there and back would be not logistically possible.
Okay. Is it a week away from here in the direction of where the council is, or is it like we can't spend?
It's in
the
the
week
opposite
getting there?
direction, and I'll get you an exact
Of course it is.
like day count as far as the trip would go, because I do have a hex map of it prepared.
Okay.
But
cool.
I'll need to
Okay.
get to my other computer for that.
I say we should.
What's the name of the? I'm sorry. What's the name of the location where the council is at again?
They are at Omnis
Omnis.
in the Grand Stadium.
So maybe we send word to what was that name again? Sorry,
Alan Muir or the
Alan Muir.
general.
Alan Muir. Maybe we get notice out over there and let them know that we would love to chat, but just tell them we have business in Omnis that we have to take care of first. Don't necessarily have to say we got to go meet with the council because they think we killed somebody or whatever. Or they think we stole something.
I got a question regarding Brahms. Do we know how much do we know about Brahms? Like, how much would a common person know about Brahms? How about that?
Brahms is a famous commander of the army.
Okay. So
Sorry, commander of the Western Settlers. Blanked on that.
Commander of the Western Settlers. We don't know anything about him, like personality wise, or his likes or dislikes, politics.
You've probably only heard stories of maybe his distant conquests, things along those lines.
Okay. So we don't know how he feels about the order, and therefore we should not mention him. Because I was thinking, like, hey, we got business with the Council of Order, and I don't know if he was going to like or dislike that, or if we could frame it in a certain way. So I think we should just send him a letter, send word or something like that of us being preoccupied and it being.
So just say we have business elsewhere. And
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
2 weeks out, maybe, because 3 to get there and then about a week to get back.
And then a week to get over there.
Yeah, so 2-3 weeks out if we were to go immediately.
Maybe 3 weeks in case things get hairy in Omnis.
Okay.
Not that
Yeah.
they would. Not stuff like that.
Not that,
doesn't
not
happen.
that we would do anything bad and get imprisoned or, tortured.
I mean, it'd
Never.
be the first. It'd be the first for us, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that we don't do anything bad whatsoever. So yeah, I think we should send word and say that we're going to be preoccupied and that we will show up as soon as we can, and we think that's going to be 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. That way they're not waiting to hear back from us.
Yeah.
So we'll send that notice out today.
And get
Okay,
it going.
Post is usually handled through a temple. In lieu of a temple, the tavern might handle these matters because the temple here is not really of an established god or doesn't have anything, any infrastructure, then that would be handled through the tavern here.
Okay. That's fine. We can write it up. And does anybody have some parchment? Parchment and some ink. We can write this up and
just.
And I'll ask around. I'll see if I can. Do I have anything?
Is there a napkin we can write on? I look around for like a towel and like a quill.
If only one of us just so happened to carry parchment all the goddamn time.
Nah, none of us are the scholarly types.
Yeah, of course.
The barkeep has the barkeep has some receipt paper for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're sending a
I'm
letter.
gonna ask the barkeep too. Where would one send word to somebody else? Is there like a post here that we could drop it off? Would that be here, or is one of the local?
Yes,
temples
sweetheart, leave
handle
it with me, and I'll give it to the post when they arrive. One comes
Perfect.
when they're due, every week or so.
I'm going to take the sheet that he gave you and give you like a proper parchment that you would actually send a letter in. Because
Oh wow, you steal that from somebody? None of us have paper.
All right.
we want to present ourselves better.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. Presentation, why don't you? I'll slide the parchment back over. Why don't
you
go
write
ahead and write the letter then.
You force your will upon this paper.
All right. What do you want to say?
We'll be there in 3 weeks.
As soon as we can. Prior business to attend to.
Probably about 3 weeks.
And if you are trying to maintain heirs,
yes, of course.
You notice that the official letters begin with "Most esteemed gentlemen," because the three of you are considered gentlemen. So you might consider to begin your letter in like. Other than that, formalities would be up to you.
I'm just saying, me personally, I wouldn't write, formality. It's not really my style. I think as a commander of something, he would appreciate a little, personable writings to him. But we should probably be formal, in case it gets passed through up the chain and and everyone's reading it.
I think it would probably start something like, to our most prestigious host.
Ooh, strong.
There you go.
You're good at this.
Of course. And then something to the line of, "We are at your beck and call. Within 3 weeks, we shall make our way to your abode and we look forward to speaking with you in person."
And just mention that it's got to be 3 weeks because we have a prior
engagement.
thing. That's why we can't be there sooner.
Honestly, we would, because I don't want to go to Omnis.
Yeah, seriously. Much rather go talk to them. Okay, so with letter sent off, and then what else do we want to do? We want to. I kind of lean in, even though we're talking mostly psychically. I still kind of lean in on this one. Like, do we want to?
Is everyone looking at us weird because we're just holding paper and like looking at each other?
Well, no, I figured when we were
talking?
discussing the letter, I would be doing that.
The barkeep's just like, so are you
Ask
guys?
the barkeep, like, do you have any paper? Okay, and then I just turn and look at you guys. Thank you.
Mordecai's nodding and writing.
Yeah.
Radol's got his arms crossed and is nodding. The barkeep is really confused.
Really
We've been together a long time.
Wow, they know each other so well they can just communicate through eye contact. Incredible. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah. Do we want to
Kill Derek? Yes.
try to do anything with this?
Oh.
Possess a stone? Do we want to try to mess with it or look at it or see if we can figure anything out about what it is that we have?
I don't know. Let me check what I can do. I don't know what our mask friend here can.
You able to like identify it or?
Oh no, I don't have that.
And so as you ponder this and write your note, Derek enters the Red Sabertooth Inn, walks up to the barkeep. Well, did you gather things for me then? I've got your payment right here. And the barkeep says, yes. Belongings of Teresessa Brecht to go back to Omnis.
Reynolds looks at Jules and speaks to the link. Well, okay, so we're stealing that, right?
Obviously.
Okay.
And this was
He's
all
come-
she had.
What does he hand over? Do we get a look, or is it in a bag?
Make a perception check, please.
Can I try to look too?
Yes.
Oops, did not mean to do advantage on that, but 22.
I didn't fare better. 16.
You see Teresessa's robes neatly folded, stacked, and some books among them.
Those books are probably valuable.
Yeah.
Derek throws a satchel onto the counter that sounds like it's full of coin when it hits, and he thanks the barkeep, nods to the group of you, and makes his way out of the tavern.
Derek, wait, come have breakfast.
Oh, well, I already ate. But I'll join you. I will surely join you.
You looks like you're packing up here. You're not leaving early, are you?
Oh no, just collecting some things to be sent back to Omnis.
Yeah,
Well,
getting Zest's
wait.
stuff back over there. I think.
If you're heading back to Omnis, are you sending it back, or is someone else coming and getting it?
Right?
Okay, that didn't answer my question, but thank you.
Well, are you concerned? The goods are in good hands. No problems.
No,
I'll
we're
take
not
good care of
concerned.
these
It's just-
things.
We're not
I'm
concerned.
just curious because I mean, you're already heading that way. Why send another person? Unless you're not officially working for them, and you're just like you said, we're contracted. Then that wouldn't make sense to leave things in your hands in case you left.
That's a good point. I hadn't really thought of it that way.
I understand an official courier coming and collecting and then leaving because they work for them and then they can trust them. But you're already here. Why waste the?
Oh, you don't want to
time?
send things this valuable by post. That's for sure.
I'm gonna psychically to Red. I'm gonna say, don't push him too hard. I'll find out what he's doing with it.
Randall just like sits back and takes a drink and it's like I just trying to think practical here, but I'm not like a higher
Yeah,
power deciding.
we're just trying to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you made up your mind on when you'll be returning to Omnis?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna be heading back in. We've got a few things we gotta take care of. I'm waiting on some special orders for some equipment that I commissioned. That was the word I was looking for. Earlier.
Yes.
I commissioned earlier, and so I want to pick that up before we leave. But so in a few days, I guess I should say we haven't had a definitive like departure time yet. No, but it will be in probably in what do you guys think? 3 to 4 days ish.
Yeah, that feels right. About.
Yeah, we don't want to wait till the very last minute, But,
Well, that sounds wonderful. I'll join you.
Oh, of course you
Sure,
will.
yeah.
That's why we're telling you. That's when we're leaving. So
I just wanted to make sure you had it out of a change of heart.
no,
I
haven't
know
had
we
a change
didn't
of heart.
see
You
eye to
haven't-
eye on everything last time.
Well, I think that the main thing is that like we want to help you out. We love the fact that you're going to get paid for this, and this seems like a pretty easy job for you since we're heading there anyway. As long as you don't make it seem like we were trying to run away or anything and try to make us look bad. I think that's
thought
a fair
about
deal.
that. And what if I saved you?
Saved us is good as long as it wasn't like saved us while we were trying to
What?
flee.
What
Oh,
are we
Like
no,
talking
maybe
about?
how about if like while we were on our way there we were attacked
Yes.
and you rescued us. I like
Yes,
that. We can do that.
precisely.
We can totally do that.
Attacked by a
You
dragon.
guys cool? Are you guys good with that?
Maybe a little too much there.
You
Yeah,
know
I
a
mean,
dragon?
you don't want to sell it too hard, Derek. You don't want to make it
dragon.
too unbelievable.
And you,
You know a
fell in
dragon?
combat, and I slayed the dragon.
A young dragon, and we all whittled it down.
Wait
But
a
then we
minute.
fell, and you got the last blow. We'll
we
let you
could-
have that.
We could take a young dragon for sure. It would
That's
have
a
to
fair
be.
point.
Psychically, we don't need the council to know how powerful we are, though, do we? And then
Good
out
point.
loud, I say, yeah. I mean, we probably could, and like if we got a good jump on it or whatever.
I
But
mean, I
it's a
feel like
more
I could-
believable story. Is all.
I feel like I could take a dragon by myself.
Oh, I definitely could. 100%.
Of course, easily.
I'd strike it down with the blood of my family and my veins. I'd kill it right away. One hit, dead.
I wouldn't even need a spell.
Nope. You just look at it and it'll just fall over.
Perhaps I spot the dragon and we all kill it. I don't know. It needs a little bit of workshopping.
You spot the dragon, and because you see it and warn us, we're able to duck out of the way of its breath just in time.
And then we are able
And-
to
and
fight.
you say, and then because of that, we're able to fight it off, and you got the killing blow on it. While it had me cornered.
This might work.
Yeah. Listen, we got a few days on the road. We'll hammer out the details on this. We're gonna tell.
Yeah, we got a lot of time to make this
We're gonna make you look-
ironclad.
We're gonna make you look real good, man. We're gonna make you look really good, and in exchange, just don't make us look bad, and we're good.
Hold
know
on.
what I mean?
What type of dragon? Well, though, because I could maybe make like a scale, and we could use it as proof.
Well, I mean, there's probably white dragons around here. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little cold.
I don't know if we have any metals that would fit that well with that. I don't know.
If
I
we
gotta go.
slay a dragon, we might get in trouble because of the treaty. But maybe we defeat it in combat and chase it away. This is
Yes.
sounding like bullshit now.
No,
If we don't
Maybe-
kill it, then yeah.
And
And now
sorry,
we
go
have a
ahead.
dragon chasing after us.
yeah, we'll.
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, like I said, we got a few days. We'll hammer this out. We'll figure it out.
I like where we're going, though. I like this. And Derek will enjoy a drink before excusing himself, stating that he has other business, and he will get up to take his leave.
All right, Derek. We'll see you later, buddy. Then cyclically, the two of them, I'm gonna tail him, see what he does with that stuff.
Should I try to find out what room he has?
See what you can
If
find
any?
out. And after Derek leaves, I would like to try to stealth out behind him and follow him from a safe distance. I just want to see where he goes and what he's, if he's meeting with anybody else, if he's handing off Zessa's stuff to anyone else, that kind of thing.
Will you make a stealth check, please?
Yes, I have advantage on those. Hmm, 24.
Okay. Derek leaves the Red Saber-Tooth Inn and goes straight north. Excuse me. You see him cross the cold plain and are perhaps puzzled until you recognize the watchtower in the distance, about a mile away. And you see, would you follow and venture out over the frozen plain?
If I could do it hidden in any way, if there's not really, If it's just wide open space where I can't really hide, then I wouldn't really be able to, because I don't want to be seen. I'd rather lose the tail than be spotted.
Will you make a nature check, please?
Sure. Nature. Ugh, that's a straight roll for me. 9.
You don't see a way to approach safely or to, stay close to him in any way. So watching from a distance, you do see Derek enter this tower, and these towers might have some kind of official standing within the territories, but you do see him leave without the bundle of goods that he entered with.
Okay. This whole time while I've been following, by the way, I've been psychically communicating back with Red and Mordecai, just communicating where I'm at and what I'm seeing as I go. Once the link is established, I can it's anywhere on this plane, so I can still reach out to them.
Okay.
Sorry, DM. I missed who gave him the bundle?
The innkeeper.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to get out of his view, walking towards the same direction. And then, before returning, I want to cast a spell called Disguise Self to make myself look like our friend, the bounty hunter.
Derek.
Where do you cast this spell?
I would say I'm trying to get out of view of them, but it would probably be like a couple minutes after he's left.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to come back looking like him and trying to see if I can mimic his voice as best I can. And in an angry tone, say, "You're missing a tome."
Oh, Derek. I'm sorry?
You're missing a tome. List them.
Well, I didn't take an inventory. I simply told you I'd give you everything in Zessa's room. Is something not to your liking? Let me see the books.
I will retrieve them. And I leave. This didn't work. But
Will you make an insight check, please?
Okay. Not my strong suit. Okay. Insight. Really not my strong suit.
Well, the barkeep seemed a bit flustered. Perhaps that's not how she's used to being treated. That's all.
After does I knew that was Mordecai, right? Did I not know, and I think Derek just came back without his stuff.
I don't know that you would have had a way of knowing if you had just stayed there while Mordecai went to do this of his own accord. You might be able to have suspicions.
Because while this is happening, I'd be like, he's heading north up to up the main road. He's splitting out of town going this way. Because I said I was like communicating with him through the whole way. Yeah.
So something strange. I'm sorry. So something strange is at hand. You can make whatever assumptions you like, Bodhi.
In that case, I think I got a pretty good, just normal insight score. I think I would know that Derek leaving, and then Mordecai leaving, and Derek coming back while Mad's speaking in my head about tailing. I think Reynold would stand up
Okay,
after
sure.
a few like minutes and go over to the barkeep and just kind of like lean on the bar and be like, I don't like that guy. He's weird and he's mean. He was yelling pretty loud at you about some books or something. I don't know. You okay? You don't look happy, I guess. I'm a little drunk. I had some breakfast beers, I admit.
It's 11:45. What do you?
Look, I'm a dwarf.
Reynold,
When
who
when
do you
else
speak-
would you have?
I'm
When else
sorry.
would you have a breakfast beer?
Yeah, it's a breakfast beer.
Fair point.
And are you using your mind link
No,
to speak right now? I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit confused as to.
It's still.
I'm leaning up against up the bar, and I'm talking to the barkeep that just got yelled at by fake Derek, trying to strike up a conversation about that guy and see her view on it, her take on it. Is it a her, right, or is it a he?
The barkeep is a lady.
So I'm basically like, that was weird. This guy's strange. He's angry. Apparently, he has anger issues now.
Yes,
You-
well,
you-
I'm not sure what his problem was. You know, she looks about, and only Reynold is at the bar, right? The other two of you are out of the room.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think I would have made it back by now.
I feel like I'm going around just being a jerk to everyone while I'm looking like him.
But good. Smear campaign.
Well,
Oh my god.
you know what's strange? Forgive me. I don't know. You'll have to tell me if I gave myself away, but. And she reaches below the bar. I did keep this for safekeeping. Maybe you should take it. And she hands it a something firm and heavy wrapped in cloth, and it feels like a tome, a book of some kind.
Oh, thank you. He puts it away. I mean, I did work for her. I mean, she was my employer, so I'd like to see her.
Yes, I don't trust Derek.
Oh, neither do I. We're only going along with him on the trip back to Omnis so we can keep an eye on him. I mean, if we're not there with him, well, who knows what he's doing?
Well, now, I don't want any trouble from Omnis, so if you please,
Nope,
that
you
book
won't
was
be
from
included.
Derazessa, please.
Yes, yeah, I'm not going to implicate you in any way. All right, you're good. You're totally fine.
I think it is her journal.
Oh, that'll be good. Maybe we get some clues of where she went. Can I, by chance, see her room?
I don't think this would be a good time for that.
No? Okay.
Not with Derek's heightened level of think of word suspicion.
Oh, the barkeeper and I'll just keep going.
Thank God I'm not the only one.
It's contagious.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. This-
When your plan backfires and somehow it still works.
Thank you. I will.
Backed into
I
something.
won't show this to anybody. It'll just. I won't implicate you in any way or any sort of sort. Thank you. Truly. And then Rhino goes, sits back down, and starts having his drink again until the guys get back. And he tells them through the link is like, the barkeep kept a book. I think she said it was her Therisessa's journal. I'm just waiting for you guys to get back until we open it and read it. In case there's some weird magic stuff going on. And Reynolds just gonna sit there, eat, drink, relax until Mordecai gets back and Jules gets back. And if it takes too long and he can't keep eating food, he's gonna I don't know, go sit outside and take a nap.
Well, you're gonna have to wait for like an hour for me, because that's how long the spell lasts.
Reynold fully goes to sleep on a bench somewhere in town.
And I don't think it's even concentration, so I can't drop it, even if I wanted to.
You
So?
should be able to still dismiss it.
I don't think you can. I think it just stays active for an
Well,
hour.
The ball is in your court now. I've
Oh,
done
I'm just
my
being
part.
a jerk. I'm
I
just
know.
being a jerk to everyone.
That's a good use of the spell, I will admit.
It's liberating.
Mordecai, will you make a perception check, please? Just to, as you're going about town impersonating Derek, just maybe keep an eye out for Derek or try to avoid him. So if you would, please, perception check.
Just don't have the universe implode.
And as you're in the open air market, just spreading whatever bad mood you'd please, you do see Derek strolling into the market just down the street.
All right. I'm going to go invisible. With using the other spell that's attached to that's actually from my ancestry, I believe. I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay. And it's good that you do, because after you cast the spell, you see Derek staring at where you are, or to him where you just were. He has a bit of a perplexed look on his face, seemingly shakes his head and continues to go about his business here, buying goods in the market.
And I'm just clinging to a wall, breathing very, very hard.
And like 20 feet away, Reynolds just sleeping on a bench.
Okay, and Jules, where do you find yourself at this moment?
Oh wait. I'm sorry. Say that again. Yeah, I
I'm
lost my
sorry.
audio for a sec.
I was just asking where do you find yourself at this moment?
Jules is heading back towards the tavern to meet back up with everybody else. I know after he finished his tale and found out where real Derek went. He was heading back because Red mentioned that he had the journal.
Okay. And as you are making your way back, an orc approaches you, jogging. Master Jules.
Oh, yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
It is good to see you, my brother. Bartok wishes to meet with you and Master Reynold. He said that he will arrive here in 3 days' time.
Oh my goodness, we are filling up. Bartok
Should I
will
tell
be here
him
in
that
3
you will
days.
be here?
In 3 days, yes, we should still be here. I think he knows where to find us around town. So.
Okay, well, I must run. And the orc turns and runs away in the direction that he came.
Thank you for your speedy message, sir. Okay. So yeah, I'll keep heading back to the inn, or to the tavern rather. Tavern inn tavern, whichever.
Sure. And we can have an amount of time pass so that the three of you find yourselves together again, if you please. Unless there's anything that you need to tend to before reconvening.
I don't have anything.
I think I return invisible and just start drinking while I'm visible.
By the way, Joel, I looked up. Disguise self does say in the description you can use your action to dismiss it.
Oh, that's nice to know. I'm still invisible.
Okay.
Reynald wakes
Um,
up from his nap and walks through the front tavern door, rubbing his eyes like, "Oh, that was a good nap. I don't remember the last time I took that deep of a sleep."
You just see
Oh,
a plate.
Jules!
You just see a plate eat itself. A whole plate of food just eat itself and disappear bite by bite.
I'm gonna stare at the disappearing plate for a second. I'm gonna go, Mordecai.
Oh, we're dining with a ghost. All right.
Yes, it's me.
Reynald sits
You're
down
killing me,
and
man.
eats like his 5th plate of food today because he had to kill time somehow.
Just eating because I'm bored.
Guys, please, I can't keep sitting here eating food.
You eat a lot.
Nothing
know.
against it, Mordecai, but I do prefer not seeing that face to... Oh, dear, I've been so rude.
You prefer not
And-
seeing him? Well, he's doing fine right now, isn't he?
I thought that was going to be a compliment, says Dasha, the innkeep.
This is the face I was born with. And then I touch my face and I'm like, oh, now I know
No,
what you mean.
no, that was the face you were given. Get it.
So, guys, we are becoming very popular. We have another appointment coming up.
Ugh.
Bartok
Oh,
wants
alright.
to come by and meet with us. So he's gonna say he's gonna be here in about 3 days. I had one of his messengers catch me in town to let me know. He specifically requested myself and you, Reynald, but I'll turn to look at where Mordecai is sitting and just say, but I obviously I don't think he would mind if you accompany. I'm sure he's got more good news for us, no doubt.
Always good news.
So
All right. Well, how about we all go to one of our rooms and we just, through the link, look at this book that I somehow got by talking to somebody, and we start reading through it and see. Let's go read a diary, guys.
yeah, it's definitely a good idea. Let's do that.
It explodes.
That's why I'm having Jules look at it first. I don't want to open it.
So we'll finish up our lunch, I guess, is what we're eating now, and head upstairs.
Right. I take as soon as we get into a room, I think like Reynolds' room, because he's just leading the pack. He'll go in, lock the door, and reach in and take out the book and hand it to Jules. And he's gonna back off into the corner until it's opened and maybe disarmed, and he's gonna have a shield in front of him. He's just gonna be waiting because he knows wizards are crazy, and something might happen here.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Does it have any? I'll check and see if this book is trapped in any way. I guess.
If you would like to roll to check it for traps, you may do so.
Well, when you say it like that, it makes me think there's no traps on it.
Is that investigation?
A perception check, please.
Oh, thank God. Ooh, 22.
The book seems to have a lock binding it. The lock looks simple.
Okay, but it doesn't seem to have any like triggers or anything on it. It's not trapped in any way. It's not gonna explode
You only
when I try to
notice the
open
lock.
it. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. I can deal with the lock. Can I pick it? Is it something I can pick?
Will you attempt to do so, please?
I certainly will.
It eats your finger.
23 on Thieves' Tools.
And you think that you have this looks like a very simple, commonly reproduced lock. You think you have a key that'll fit this lock exactly, except when you go to turn it, it snaps off, and what is remaining within the keyhole dissolves into dust.
Well, that's something.
Okay, well, I think she'll forgive us. I'll look. Is there any way that I can like pop the lock, like break it open or anything, or is it beyond that? It's probably not really doable.
How do you attempt to do so?
Sorry, can I make also an Arcana check to see if there's any kind of magic I know that would do that?
yeah.
Yes,
Let me
please.
let Mordecai look at it first.
Okay.
I got 2 things I can try on this. Just get more information.
Uh, 14.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use Dark One's own luck to roll a d10 and add it to that.
Ooh.
So will a
Alright.
25, a 23.
Okay. If you force this book open, it might destroy the book. It also may cause some kind of physical harm to whoever does so. And it can be unlocked with the use of the proper phrase.
As Mordecai is relaying this to me, I've got my dagger like wedged into the lock, and I'm like, "What? Oh, that's a bad idea." Okay.
Let me try something real quick here. Reynold's going to take the book and he's going to cast Detect Evil and Good on it. See if there's any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead energies, I guess. If this gives off any of that energy.
No, I don't think it does.
Kind of figured, but I wanted to make sure. And Reynold looks to the other guys and says, like, we could try and guess the password to this. I mean, I have Dispel Magic. But I don't know if that will ruin the book entirely and ruin anything good inside of it. So I don't want to, like, just go do that right away.
Yeah, because like if the writing in there is magic in any way, you could.
And then it's just gone,
Yeah. Damn wizards.
So a phrase, eh?
Would I know of any phrase that's common within the council?
For the order
Yeah.
would be... No, I'm sorry. That might be a very common phrase. For the order.
Okay, I'll try that.
The book doesn't seem to respond. Would you make an intelligence check, please, Mordecai?
Ooh, I'm so smart. There's no way this could go bad.
You rack your brain, and whatever you seem to come up with doesn't seem quite right.
Can I make an insight check on the book?
If you guys like, as far as trying to think of a phrase or think of what it might be, you can make intelligence checks if you like.
Make one. Oh, 20. And not a natural
Half
20, but a
that.
20 nonetheless.
Well,
I
one
got
of
a
us is
natural
smart.
10. Look at the big brain on red.
And Reynold, you think back to different conversations you've had with Therazessa, and it's hard to come up with the turn of phrase. And then your mind turns to the other books and her other possessions, and perhaps you'd be able to find a clue there.
All right.
You mean the books that Derek just gave to the tower?
Yep.
Yes.
Reynolds just staring at this book, and he's like,
I mean, it sounds like we just need to burn down a tower.
I don't know exactly what's going on with that tower over there. I think we need to get some more information on that.
"It's just a tower. Just go up the tower."
That just sounds like a fun Sunday to me.
I mean,
I'm
if
gonna
the books
ask
are
around.
magical,
We've got a couple days before anything else is happening, so I'll ask around, see if I can get some more information about what's going on with that tower, or who it is, or who's there, what they're doing. And we'll maybe go from there. If it is some just abandoned tower, then maybe we need to just go take down a tower. But we got to be careful because we got a lot of things going on, a lot of people looking at us right now. So we got to be a little more low profile than blowing it all up immediately. I'm down for blowing it all up, but let's just let's figure it out first.
And you ask around town over the course of the day, gathering information. What we could probably handle this, as far as what each of you have in mind for that day. And we could start with Jules trying to kind of collect this information, whatever other tasks come to mind. Mordecai, what would you have in mind?
So I still have
Jules,
one
I'll
more
swing
use.
around to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I still have one more use of disguise self, and I'm very tempted to use it.
Oh my god.
To what end?
Chaos.
what else?
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine how freaked out everyone would be if their local bounty hunter just started shooting fireballs everywhere.
Oh my god.
This is really ruined this guy's reputation.
But I feel like that's too on brand for me. So
Yeah, it's a giveaway.
yeah. But I do happen to have a new fire spell actually that I've been wanting to try. It's called the Firewall. And I don't think anyone's seen me cast that one yet, so there's opportunities. There's always opportunities.
I feel.
I think. I think I'm gonna hang with Jules and just try to help him out. Maybe become a distraction if I have to.
Yes, please come with me.
Okay.
Or if we have to, or hopefully if we have to blow something up.
And Reynold.
Reynold, since he has leveled up, is able to prepare another spell. So I think he's gonna go and kind of, because Reynold thinks we're being weirdly paranoid about this tower, and Reynold thinks it's magical in some nature, right? Because if we're not approaching or doing anything like that, so he's gonna go around and he's gonna collect. He finds a chef's place. He gets some dust, and he goes and gets a piece of meat from a butcher shop. And then he goes ahead and gets a drop of blood from the same butcher shop, And then he's gonna go over and tell the others hey, I'm going towards the tower right now. If you want to join me for this, and he's gonna start wandering over, and he's gonna try and cast a spell to see if anything happens. He's prepared animate dead to see what's gonna happen to this zombie that he's gonna send forward. See if it obliterates it in some weird fashion.
Wait, what?
Reynold has animate dead.
Okay.
You're being weirdly cautious about this tower, right?
Hang on though. Are you immediately doing this right now, or are you doing this after What is
Reynold's like, I'm going towards the tower. Join me if you want. I'm gonna cast a spell at it and see what happens. And then he's gonna go up. He's gonna see if anyone wants to join him.
Okay, again though, where is this happening within the timeline? Have we had any time to ask any questions of anyone? Have we got a chance to get any information, or did you immediately go out here?
Well, he had to go collect the stuff, so maybe when you're asking questions, he's wandering around town and grabbing the things he needs for the spell.
Okay.
Jules, asking around town, the towers are in place for the protection of Fundar Stadur, and they're staffed by soldiers from Omnis.
Oh. Okay.
Right, that's a military establishment from Omnis. Please don't do whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like it's going to be very bad for us.
So I shouldn't send a zombie towards a armed watchtower guarded by the Council of Order.
You shouldn't send it. No, don't send a zombie. Why are you even what?
Look, we're being weirdly cautious. It's a tower. We just go up to the tower and be like, hey, what's up? It's a tower. What's going on?
We're not being cautious. I just wanted to know what it was.
It's a tower.
Do you want to send Bucky?
Oh, we got a familiar. I don't even have to do all
Bucky
this stuff.
We can send. We can absolutely send Bucky. No zombie.
I completely forgot.
But Bucky's not the familiar, though.
Yeah, Lucky is the familiar. Bucky is the skeleton.
Oh no! Don't send Bucky.
Do you want to send Bucky, and I'll send Shucky, the zombie, and we can have them both go up together, holding hands.
Bucky and Chucky, yeah.
Bucky and Chucky.
You know what? Send Bucky and Chucky. I hope they get lucky. I'm going to bed.
Well, I mean, okay, no. What we were gonna do instead of that? It doesn't sound like we're gonna go up and approach and go to the tower and start asking questions. It sounds like as if we were gonna burn it down. What difference is burning it down and sending a zombie? What difference is there?
We were going to burn it down if it was empty or just some random thing. And honestly, I don't think we were ever going to literally burn it. Well, Mordecai might have. Mordecai probably would.
Yeah,
Mordecai was definitely
they're still in there.
I think it was a seriously considered option.
The whole thing though is that we wanted
top 5 for sure, at least.
We wanted to get this stuff before it got into the hands of Omnis. It is now in the hands of Omnis. I don't think that we can do anything with it at this point.
Have we checked? Is there people in there? We don't know anything.
It's an armed tower.
Is it? They said the towers were armed. Is it armed now? Anyone in there? Because it kind of looked to me that a random contractor from Omnis walked up this tower with no one halting him or saying anything, and then just dropped the books off and left. Did you see anybody else when you were there?
About this time, while this whole conversation has been happening psychically, Jules has been like making his way back over to where Red is at, waiting to bombard this place. And I like to imagine that about this moment is when like Jules comes around the corner. You know, like you're talking to your friend on the phone, and you come around the corner, and you just put the phone down, and you start talking to them in person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come around the corner, and I'm gonna drop it psychically and just look and be like, "What do you want me to do, man? You want me to go knock on the door?"
Yes, actually, that'd be great. I'll
do
do
it. Fine.
You know.
And I'll turn and start walking. I'm going to the tower. I'm walking to the tower.
I'll walk with you.
And the whole time I'm like mumbling, like, I just told you.
Would it change?
Stupid
Would it
crap.
change anything? Would it change anything if you could fly?
No.
Just fly to the top and sneak in.
No, I'm not trying to sneak
We don't know if there's
any
people in there.
thing. Let me hang on. Let me just circle back though. Wait. Just this is unrelated. You can make me fly?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That is awesome, and we're gonna revisit that, but not right now because I'm just I'm just gonna knock on the door. I'm just gonna find out if anybody's there. That's all we want to know, right? Is anybody there?
Yeah, are people there?
Okay, fine.
I'm going with
So
them to make sure nothing bad happens.
I approach the tower. Do I see any activity in or around the tower?
And
Are
I'm
there
sorry.
guards
Earlier, I said the tower
stationed?
was a mile away, and I was mistaken on my hex scales. This is only about an acre away, so you can view it from where you are. But to ascertain the details that you're looking for, you would need to approach. So you do so. Is that do I have that correct? It would be Jules.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Reynold.
And Reynold's coming with me, I guess.
Well, you approach, and there's this is a wooden and stone structure, seemingly being improved over time. And a soldier steps forward. Hi.
How many
Can
are
I
you in
help
this
you?
building?
What?
Hi.
How many?
Hi. See, Red. I told you. I told you that they're staffed here. My friend was concerned that the towers are just here for show to make us feel comfortable.
Yeah, I
I was
thought
trying
there was
to explain
nobody
to him
in
that
there.
there actually is, personnel here to protect. You see, you owe me 2 gold. See, he bet me on that.
I give them 2
Said that there was
gold.
nobody in here. Thank you.
Jules, we make
Sorry.
a
We'll
a deception check, please.
With advantage, because I'm helping you.
Are you?
He did hand me 2
Yeah,
gold.
I gave him gold.
Okay. Yes. I'm just teasing. Yes.
Doesn't matter. I rolled 2 11, so 18 total.
Yeah, well, it's mostly official business here, so unless you have something that you
Of
want to
course.
talk about, you should probably just head back to town. It does get a little bit more dangerous out here. Wolves, dire wolves.
Oh my goodness! Yes, come, my friend. We have to leave before.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
for-
He starts getting
yes, thank
dragged. Okay, bye.
Turn and walk back.
Hey, wait a second. You're Reynold and
Yeah.
Mordecai, right? Or
No. You
What
would
were your
know if
names?
it's Mordecai.
I am not there
Mm-mm.
because I am not sneaky.
Jules. Yes.
Jewel. Oh, that's right.
And Reynold.
Yes. That's us.
You're
How do you
Jules.
not
You're
know-
Reynold. Okay.
How do you not know Mordecai? He's got a mask on all the time.
Can you stop right now?
He's the one with the mask. That's right. Okay.
Yes, he sure is.
You know, I heard about your summons.
Oh yes. We're gonna be making our way out there in a couple days. I've got a commission piece I'm waiting to pick up, and then we're gonna head out to help in any way we can.
Right. You were friends with Theresa's, huh?
Well, we were under her employ when she.
Yeah,
got us.
she hired us.
And they think that you did it. Why?
They think that we did it.
This is news to us.
I thought they just wanted to question us,
Yeah.
ask us what we saw. No, we were. No, we would love to know where she's at just as much as anybody else would.
I mean, rumor has it. Maybe I mixed up, though.
That we killed
Well,
her?
Well, that you would maybe know where she is. Maybe helped her disappear for some reason.
Listen, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir.
That's okay.
Well, Master, that's okay. I can appreciate where the council is coming from and why they would want to question us based on the circumstances at hand, which is why we are going to gladly go down and tell them everything that we can in any way to help. It makes sense that we would be the ones they would question. I wouldn't. It'd be weirder if they didn't. But I can assure you, just as I will assure them, that we had no part in her disappearance or anything of that sort. And I'm sure that the council, being the intelligent and responsible people that they are, will hear all the facts and will come to that understanding.
You don't have any idea where she might be?
I don't.
Will you make a deception check, please?
I don't know where she is. But yeah, I mean,
you might have an idea where her corpse might be lying.
Her final resting place.
I guess we'll do a deception because I kind of might. I guess that wasn't supposed to be advantage. But 13.
I mean, you wouldn't be coming here because, well, no. Okay. Well, yeah, it was nice chatting with you guys, getting to know you. Like I said, though, it gets kind of dangerous out here, so you might want to head back to town.
We're gonna make our way back in. Sorry to bother you. Thank you again, and thank you for your service and keeping us safe.
Okay.
And something seems to have come to this soldier's mind near the end of your conversation. Something that perhaps piqued his interest or something of that sort.
Psychically, Reynolds like, we gotta kill him.
I feel like that's the worst idea right now.
No, murder him. Throw him off the watchtower, make it look like a suicide.
He's on the ground floor.
Beat him to the wolves.
And do the two of you head back to the main part of the city?
We do. I do want to just kind of like a quick glance over my shoulder. Is this soldier that we were just talking to, is he just going back to his post and just sort of hanging out there, or does he go inside or anything?
The two of you made it to the opening of the tower, and I would say that you noticed another soldier in the back as well as this one.
Okay.
And you just hear in your mind, so fireball, yes or no?
Maybe.
No.
I heard maybe.
Why don't we, just for a moment, let's take a break from the game, and we'll pause. I'm going to scarf down my dinner. We can get some drinks and snacks, and we'll reconvene here in 11 minutes at 7:35 Pacific or 10:35 Eastern. So we'll be back soon, and the adventure will continue. Thanks for hanging out.
Woo woo.
Yeah, that was it was a plan. Let's see. I know Joel's getting in here. I just brought us back live on stream because I said this is when we'd be back. So we're back.
We're back.
Hello, everybody.
Oh. Wait a minute. See if Joel connects here. I ate a little bit too much too quickly for dinner just then.
What'd you have?
My wife made some delicious like orange garlic chicken type stuff, and then some squash, some potatoes, and mac and cheese. It's like too much.
That's a hefty meal.
That's a heavy meal, dude.
You're gonna fall asleep.
Awake. I would have gone right to sleep. Yeah. I'd have gone to bed. I'm like, that's it. Game's over. We'll see you next week.
Luckily, I had some espresso before the game, so see if that carries me through here.
You're gonna be playing. You're gonna be like, all right, now everyone's gonna go to bed. Your sheets and your mattresses are nice and soft. There's rain pattering on the roof of the tavern. There's a fireplace in the corner.
Hey man, I say go for it because ASMR gets some good numbers. So
ASMR Dungeons and Dragons. Who would have thought?
We could cross over. I cast a fireball.
Oh, looks like Joel might be having some technical difficulties connecting.
We didn't have any so far, so
hey,
there's one.
We were due.
So we'll just hop back into the game here, and then again, if you would please, if you're watching and you do this sort of thing, head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Heroes Era, and then join our Discord. Also, you can hang out. We're always chatting D&D stuff. We have like a small but somewhat active community, so there's conversations going on here and there throughout the week, and we always have, I think Bodhi just said, one-shots going on too. So, but let's hop back. Oh, sorry, got to keep an eye on the Zoom meeting. I think we got Joel zooming in. Is that a
He's
thing
beaming in.
Heroes Era Discord. Come for the one shot. Stay for the memes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's all right. That's gonna be our catchphrase.
I'm gonna write that down here.
Yeah, we'll note that down.
What's up, Joel? Oh, and then
okay.
Bodhi bowed out.
Well, that's my very sensitive wire that just disconnects.
Okay.
Oh, did you look at it too hard?
I apparently.
Oh, Joel's gone again.
Oh no, Joel must be having some difficulties here. That's what we like to see. That's what we like on the stream, you know? People
That's what we're really here for.
Yeah.
That's what we're here about.
The chaos, the real chaos.
The things that affects us personally.
I wish
physically
that I could just like make stationary your Zoom captures. That's all. That's all.
It's all you wish for. It's all you want.
But
So if there's anybody out there that knows how to do that, please tweet us at the Heroes Era.
please.
No, but seriously though, please tweet Ben at the Heroes Era.
Please.
I don't know if anybody knows the answer to that. So if you are out there, you'll be famous. You'll be
If there's
Twitter
a way to
famous.
We'll name an NPC after you. We'll give you a magic item. Please.
I will name my next PC after you if you solve this problem for us.
Ooh.
Which will probably end up being played on a one shot that won't be on this stream. But I will do it though.
I do want to stream the next one shot because hopefully I can find a time when you guys are available because I want to revisit some of the characters from the past campaign for the next one too. So that would be
cool.
tight. Oh, and then I want to take a moment to thank our subscriber Jason. Thank you very much. I haven't been doing that, and I should have been since, and I mean to start doing that at the beginning of the stream. It's just sometimes you start like the stream starts, and then these ideas of formalities like slip away. But yeah, much appreciated. Jason has been a subscriber to the Twitch for a little while now. Much appreciated. And so
He's one.
You're number
So-
one.
we're going for plural here, subscribers. But that's just if that's something you do, then that would be greatly appreciated. But let's jump back into the game while we wait for Joel, because there's some different things that can happen. I'd like to just kind of think of this as your next meeting. I think what is your next scheduled appointment?
Come on, timekeeper.
We've got Bartok in 3 days. I've got to around that same time. If I haven't heard back yet, I want to check in about my equipment and see if that's done. And then the next day or two after that is when we got to hit the road.
So meeting item.
So there's a meeting with Bartok in 3 days' time
3
from this
days.
day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
I
there
don't think that we
anything-
have anything definitive planned outside of that, except for maybe trying to fiddle around with that journal.
Yeah, we'd probably want to try and steal that.
Hey, there he is.
Hello. We're just
What's up,
discussing
Joel?
timeline.
I'm not sure if we have you on audio yet.
I was having issues with
there we go.
audio.
Okay. I got you now. Welcome,
All right,
welcome.
awesome.
So we were just kind of talking about the next meeting that you guys have scheduled is with Bartok in 3 days. And so whatever kind of things that you guys would like to take care of before that happens, we can address those things now. We could start with Jules. You had mentioned just continuing to study Zessa's journal, I believe.
Yeah, I want to keep working on us trying to figure out some way to get into that. I think getting a hold of her old stuff is or her other stuff is too risky right now. I don't know if that's going to be possible unless
We have the masks that can cast disguise self or fear.
Wait. Can't you make yourself invisible?
I cannot make myself invisible, no, but you can make me invisible.
But then I can't make you fly.
Mm.
I turn over to Reynold. Can you make me do either of those things?
Let me look. Reynold like opens up a book and he's like, okay, so I got this a while back. I don't know exactly what's in here, but I'll start looking and see if there's anything I can do.
And so, just to clear, for clarity purposes, you are scheming to enter this tower or do something of the sort. Is that? Do I have that right?
I might possibly, potentially, maybe be considering, in order to keep these two satiated enough to not do something insane, I might, if I can do it invisibly, go and do a little recon around the tower, and then also maybe if I can slip inside, and if I can find it safely and stealthily while in there, possibly steal some of Zessa's stuff from the ominous military base that we have here, that with all the people who think that we are murderers. And
sounds like a plan.
We're gonna do that. Yeah, that's great. This is good. This is gonna be great. I love it. I'm so on board.
Does your mask have disguise self?
Yes.
Yeah.
And didn't you see one of the guards at least?
Yeah, but I'd rather be invisible and have no one see me and me see no one else, or have no one see me instead of them seeing me as someone else, and then I gotta try to convince them that I'm that person.
Well, I can make you invisible and I can give you rope. Wait, don't you have some pocket items of usefulness?
Yeah, I've got stuff. And here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking with the mask. If for some reason my cover's about to be blown, then I'll pop a disguise self and I'll try to escape as someone else.
New plan. I can make you invisible, and you can just create a door that goes straight in.
Reynold looks up from looking at his book. He's like, well, I can ask my god if something's gonna happen in the next week, or I can use stone shape on the tower. I mean, I got some stuff. I can't do it today. I would have to prepare it tomorrow.
Wait, you can stone shape the tower?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, he like looks at it.
You have to touch it?
Yeah, I gotta touch it.
Let's say you did. Could you make it fall in on itself?
Let's see. He's looking through it. He's reading it.
I like where you're going with that, but I think our best option is to get in there and out of there without arousing more suspicion.
I can make a kind of door.
If anything happens, that if they have an accidental explosion on the bottom of that tower tonight and it falls over, I'm leaving town because everyone's going to think we did it. Because we're already being looked at suspiciously, and now because somebody didn't know if there was anyone in there or not, they think that we were probably thought we were casing the place out.
Which we were.
We were.
But they don't need to know that.
But you say it like they're wrong. We are the ones.
The fact that they're right isn't the problem. Actually, it kind of is the problem.
Hold on.
It's the
I'm
fact
looking
that
through
they
my book.
know.
You make it because you say it like we're innocent. But that's exactly what we're trying to do.
I'm not worried about us being guilty. I'm worried about them being suspicious.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. Oh wow. He's reading a spell. I can merge into the tower for 8 hours.
What?
I could touch it and turn into the
Listen.
tower.
Let's not overcomplicate this, okay? I'm very sneaky as it is. I've got these boots that make my footprint, my footsteps basically completely silent. You make me invisible, then I cannot be seen or heard. On top of the fact that I'm pretty, I'm pretty slick about like getting around places and doing things like this. Like, it's our best bet. And then if it looks like I'm going to be caught, I bust out the disguise self. I make myself look like,
Well,
I don't know, someone, and I book it. I'm not going to stick around there and try to fight this entire tower of people on my own. I'm very good at, as good as I am at hiding and sneaking, I'm almost exactly as good at getting the hell out of there when things go bad. So, it's fine. If you just make me invisible, I say you guys like stay like outside the perimeter, like just out on the outskirts of town, where you could get there quickly if need be. I'll keep a psychic link up, and we do it that way.
how many doors can you have? How many doors do you have left?
I have one more door and a window. If I'm going to use that thing, I might... See, I will use that if I need to, but if I can avoid it, if I can just slip in, I'd rather do that, because once I put that on there, it's there. And somebody's going to come around the corner and be like, hey, this door wasn't here before. That's suspicious,
Hey, before I could do some stuff to help you. I could enhance something that you like, your ability to do something. I can I don't know, I could use locate object close to it to see if it's where it is exactly, and I could tell you. I could make you appear dead. You'd be on the floor still, and they wouldn't know that you're alive. You could be dead for an hour.
How close do you have to be?
I have to touch
locate an
you.
object?
Oh, for that, hold on. God, who wrote this fucking book? Hold on. I'm looking. I have to be 1,000 feet.
And then you see in the corner of the book, written by Reynold.
Oh man.
You would be within 1,000 feet if you were even in the town area. Just assuming you're trying to stay distant.
So are you familiar enough with, say, any of her possessions, maybe her robe or one of her books, that you could lock in on that and kind of give me a general idea of where it would be pinging from in the tower?
Actually, I could make you both fly. While I wait here.
Good to know.
From the safety of distance.
Here's what we do.
We blow up the tower.
You guys stay on the outskirts of town, away from the tower. Okay? Make me invisible. You locate the object.
I enhance you.
If you can do both those things, then great.
I think I can.
Then I'll head out. I'll stealth. Ideally, I stealth in, I get the stuff, I leave, and nothing happens, and it's cool. If I get caught, we'll use a code word. We'll say...
A code word through our psychic link that no one else can hear?
Yes, obviously. The code word, what's the code word for everything's gone to hell?
Cat's out of the bag?
Gotta be something short and sweet, something I can say real. What?
Bananas.
Okay, that's it. Code word's bananas. If I say bananas, then what you guys should do in that instance is then you cast fly on the two of you so that you can get to me quicker. Because at that point, if you do that and my stealth is gone, then well, everything's already gone bananas, so my stealth's probably already useless, or it's popped anyway.
So then I can rain fireballs from the sky.
Yeah. If it goes bananas, then there's no holds barred. We gotta. That means we're gonna burn it down. Bananas means that not only do they know I'm there, but they know it's me, and they are going to kill me.
So when I enhance you, at least for this cat's grace, you would, you'd be better with your whole doodly dad thing that you do most of the time, but you also could like fall like 10, 20 feet and not take any damage. So if you need to, you could just jump off the tower and start running. I don't know how you're getting into the place, but you could have a quick exit.
That could work with the window.
Yeah, if I needed to be in a rush, I could throw a window on the wall and jump out.
Or we could just kill these two guys and then we don't have to stealth.
All right, let's wrap up the plan and enact it as you please.
Okay, this has to happen tomorrow because I had to prepare spells, but...
Yeah. Okay, so we'll rest up. We'll be ready for it tomorrow, and we'll go do our thing.
All right.
What time of day do you plan to enact this plan?
This feels like a nighttime operation, right?
Yes, 100%.
It just feels like it would be weird to do it during the day. I don't know if it would be.
Yeah, it's just not daytime robbery.
Weird. Yeah. I don't know. Well,
tomorrow evening is the plan?
Yeah, tomorrow evening.
Should I divine the gods and ask Bahamut something?
I mean, by all means.
I don't know what to ask, though.
Can you get like a definitive answer, or is it like a yes/no thing?
It's kind of like I gotta interpret it a little bit. I mean,
while you ponder that, sorry to cut you off. Joel,
No.
or Mordecai, I believe you were the one that's studying another magic book that you found. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. In this book, you have some time that you could spend investigating this, and I know that you had intended to do so, and that I was going to get back to you with the results of that because I didn't have the notes on hand.
Yes.
So you notice that this is basically a magic spell book with other notes, recipes, private notes in it. Things of notice or of interest that you notice, you find a description of a spell called Evard's Black Tentacles amongst notes on creatures from the abyss. And usually, you'd not be able to learn a spell in such a manner. But you think that with some study, you might be able to master this spell out of this spell book and be able to cast it. And it would take some study over time, but you believe that might be able to occur if you were to invest the proper time in that. And then you also find an interesting note in here. It looks as though this was at one point Thradala's book, perhaps. Perhaps you find her signature in there or notes about herself or the goings-on at the bathhouse. But you find an interesting comment that the stone is a seed of chaos. A seed and a vessel. Nothing else kind of piques your interest per se. Did you have questions or?
I'm gonna keep the tentacle spell to myself for now. I will share the information about the Seed of Chaos.
Very good. And so that would have been information that you've acquired in the past, and now, excuse me. Pull this up real quickly here. And Mordecai, that evening, as you find yourself asleep, you're walking beneath the night sky. Dang, I have this toggle to hear myself, but it is definitely not playing back to me. I'm going to try it anyways. But so you find yourself asleep. Perhaps you've studied late into the night as you have been. But now you're walking beneath the night sky. There's a placid lake and some woods on a quiet shore. And you hear your name whispered on the wind. And the whispers intensify and amplify as they then are screaming your name. And the winds are erupting around you.
Does the voice of the wind sound familiar?
Will you make a perception check, please?
Okay.
Okay, a 1. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. How rude.
One hurt enough.
As you, you're listening closely and keenly, and then you recognize one distinct voice. It says, "Mordecai, why have you taken my face? Bring it to me."
Would I recognize from the phrase spoken, would I recognize who this is? From the context.
I'm sorry. I thought I had this set so that I could toggle without a system noise. Is it bleeping when I toggle the voice effect for you guys?
No?
Oh, it's
No.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I see what I can do. It might be one of two people.
Come and reclaim your prize. I'll be waiting for you.
You fool.
I look forward to taking everything else you have.
And the winds begin to subside, and you find yourself awakening from this dream.
And I think I'm in a cold sweat. I think
The
it's
next
more
day,
of a
I'm sorry.
brave face than anything else. I think it's more of a brave face than anything else.
Mordecai is pretty cool and collected in these dealings with these strange creatures.
I think it's like it's almost like a school project, you know what I mean? Like he's done a few of them at this point. Still gets a little nervous, but he can get through it.
Okay. The next day comes, and morning passes, midday, Joanna finds you, Jules. Master Julian,
Yes. Oh,
do you
yes,
have a
Joanna.
moment,
Yeah.
sir?
Sure, sure.
Yes,
What-
it's
what can
about
I
your
help
project.
you? Yes.
Yes, we've been working on it, putting in the hard work,
Wonderful.
and my producer has informed me that there's been a problem.
What's
A
that?
problem trying to convert the piece that you gave us.
Okay.
Yeah, it was destroyed.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
It is unfortunate, and my producer is most apologetic, of course, but he must understand that this project can't be completed without that piece or without more funds to procure a like piece. I mean, it was part of the deal, and
Does she seem to be telling me the truth? Do I believe her? That this was destroyed? I feel like this is a shakedown of some sort.
we
Can I make an insight check on her?
Yes, please.
Not great. Super great at insight, but
You mean you don't trust people blindly?
the 13?
Yeah, something shady's going on here. I'm not sure if the piece is missing or what. She hasn't presented enough clues to you to make that kind of assumption yet, but something doesn't seem quite right.
Well, yeah, obviously the piece was part of the deal, so the deal does need to be renegotiated, it seems. I think that, some level of responsibility should be taken on the producer's end. I'll tell you what, who is your producer? Where can I find them? Maybe I should speak with them directly to just negotiate this straight up.
I wish that was an option, because that would make things so simple.
I do
And-
too. That would be great.
In the renegotiation, you must consider the facility was damaged also, unfortunately. And the
You must
producer...
consider that I didn't damage it also, unfortunately.
Well, that could be disputed. Did you know the true and accurate power of the piece that you gave me? You knew everything that it did.
Yeah, I told you everything that I knew about it. But I also never claimed to be an expert on it. I never said this is definitively what it does. I told you this is what I know of it.
Yes, and it appears that it did other things as well. That put the producer in danger. And I mean, at this point, I feel like maybe you could consider that the producer is putting themselves in harm's way to accommodate you. And to complete this kind of project, there's risk involved.
Which was never even slightly alluded to me. This seemed to be a very...
It's quite
it would be difficult. It would be difficult, but
as
very
you said.
routine sort of thing that could happen. And
I
and
did
now
tell
you're
you,
putting
I do not deal with the semantics, the nitty-gritty. I was simply trying to get you what you want, Julian.
So you didn't tell me that there were risks involved or anything like that. So I was fully unaware of that, is what you're telling. Cool. Great. So how can we arrange for me to meet with the producer? I've got a couple days free. What do we need to do?
Well, I can deliver a message to the producer for you. If you
Sure.
don't wish
Yeah,
to discuss
yeah.
this with me any further, it
Well,
seems.
It just seems like it, and it's nothing against you. You're just doing your job, and you're caught in between here. And I don't mean. I'm sorry. This is a frustrating situation for me as well. You understand? You're just delivering the message. I get that. That's fine. It just seems like because this has become so complicated that maybe running it through a third party isn't necessary, and maybe this should be discussed directly. And again, it's nothing against you. whatsoever. It's just circumstances being what they are. So
I'll-
perhaps if you could deliver a message, if you could let them know that I would just like to speak with them directly so we could resolve this. And so that I can offer my apologies to the unfortunate incident that occurred as well, of course, respectfully.
Of course. Well, I'll take my message to them, and we'll meet again.
Look forward to it.
Where is this conversation taking place?
I pictured it just out on the streets in the general area of town.
Okay, so he's on his own.
I
We're
thought
not
so.
there. Oh, that's a shame.
I'm gonna trail her.
Okay. If you would make a stealth check, please.
27. Thank God for those boots.
And you follow her easily through the market, and you see that she's going eastward across the snowy plains as she leaves the market.
Damn, these open plains that surround this place makes this very hard. I'll just watch from a safe distance and see if I see anything, I guess.
You watch for a while as she's lost in the small mining community in the foothills here.
Okay. I should have known. God. I should have known. I should have seen that one coming. This is Jules just like ridiculing himself, walking back to the market for falling for the like. Somebody just strolls up on you and tells you that, like, why would I even think that? Stupid. God, idiot. You get so tied up with this stuff. You just fade out to him just muttering this the whole way back.
And the day passes, and I feel that evening would come. Whatever preparations having needed to have been made, having been made. Is that a sentence that I just put together? I don't think
I
so.
think it actually was. Weirdly.
A very fancy one, if it worked at all. But
Hey,
so
here.
evening comes, and that is the time that you had in mind for your plan.
Okay. So Reynald is going to do a few things here. We are kind of... I imagine that we are... Could we get far enough away from the watchtower that we could be like hiding in between some bushes and such, but we could still see it? Or is it like very open around it and we can't get...
So the distance here between the downtown area and the tower is like a few hundred feet.
Okay. I want to gather everybody at a certain point where I can at least see the watchtower and be able to view it fully. And I want to cast a few things in a row here. They're all concentration spells, but I only need them to work and just one way or the other. I want to, first of all, use Locate Object, which will ping the... I'm looking for the rose specifically, because that's the one that's the item I saw the most, and I feel like I could be the most familiar with, because Theresia was wearing her robe. And I want to use Locate Object to see that up to 1,000 feet. I want to see where that ping is necessarily in the watchtower.
Okay, when you cast that spell, you detect that item on the ground floor of the watchtower.
Okay, great. Now that I know it's on the ground floor, I'm going to then drop Locate Object, and I'm going to then now cast Clairvoyance, which takes 10 minutes, and that's another concentration spell. And that is up to a mile. How much money do I have? I just noticed the material component that it takes, which is a focus that costs 100, which I guess is interesting. For having a material component that is a focus that costs a certain amount, does that get consumed upon use, or is that...
Yes, it is consumed. And here they present 2 specific materials that you would need to acquire. Because you had this planned to take place, I'll allow you to have procured a glass eye for seeing.
Okay. I could probably make a glass eye. You know, this is glass. It's not metal necessarily, but I could probably make one. Wouldn't be very good quality, but I'll make a... you can
have purchased one for 100 gold pieces from the market that day, if you like.
I will do that, and I'll spend the money on it because I think this is important. And I'm going to cast Clairvoyance, which will allow me to see... I have to familiar location or a place I've seen or visited before, an obvious location, which is behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove of trees. So I want to put a sensor beyond the door that we were at yesterday, and using that, I'll be able to see. I want to choose seeing, and I want to see through on the other side of the door. I want to look inside, and I want to see what I can see, so I can get a location on where the robes are, specifically how many guards are at the ground floor, what the layout is like. I'm just trying to give Jules the best chances I can here of success.
So you're trying to place this sensor in the tower?
Yes, I can place it on the opposite side of something, like a door, in an unfamiliar location. And I can choose seeing or hearing, and I'm going to choose seeing, so I can see what the layout is like. Okay.
Your sensor on the bottom floor of the tower, because that is a place that you've seen when you approached. You can see there's again one guard on duty. There's a small guard room to the right where there are several guards playing cards, and then there is a closed door leading to a room on the left where you thought you had seen the magical item that you were trying to locate. Would have been on the left side of the building.
Okay.
So you don't see it in the main room here, and you do see essentially a closed chamber where you thought it might have been.
So main room, guards hanging out to the right in another room, and closed room to the left that I suspect has it.
Yes.
Okay. Then that is a concentration for at least 10 minutes, and I look and I go over and I tell Jules this information so he has a layout of the building, and I say, I don't know if you want me to enhance you and give you some better stuff for being dexterous like you are, or if you want me to keep this clairvoyance up so I can keep you in the know of where guards are at. It's up to you, because you seem like you're pretty set already.
Maybe keep the clairvoyance up, because I'm pretty... I think we'll be okay. I think to put this in technical terms, I'm good. We're good. Never.
All right, you got the layout. If that room's locked, maybe you could probably put a door or a window through it and just look through, steal, and leave.
Okay.
Would you like to be invisible?
Yes, I would very much like to be invisible, and I get an hour for that, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Unless you attack.
Right. Unless it gets broken somehow, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Invisibility.
Okay, I think I'm ready to head out.
Do you want to create a psychic link before you go?
Oh, I did that already. You've been sitting there for 20 minutes casting spells. I did that a bit ago.
Okay.
We got 7 hours on it.
All right. We got 10 minutes of clairvoyance. I'll keep you in the loop of where guards are at.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so you're making me invisible, and I tiptoe away.
And
head towards the.
towards the tower.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna head towards the tower, like right towards the front of it initially, see if it's if there's a way I can just slip in without having to make my own door.
Sure. And as you approach, the night is very dark. There are no stars in the sky of Gira at this point. Sometimes it is vibrant and colorful, but not tonight. Perhaps for your own luck. And as you travel forth invisible, you do recognize that you're leaving something of footprints in the snow behind you. And you approach the opening of the tower. You see that there is one guard on duty sitting in the opening, essentially, having a drink, talking with the other guards who are playing cards in the anterior room. I would say you would notice this from 30 feet out or more, around that, 30 to 40 feet.
Okay, there's how many of them?
Well, if you'd like to approach, you could discern the number, but at this point you would see the one that's, posted on guard, and you hear the conversation that they're having with several others in the room across.
Okay, I'll kind of hunker down there for a second, just kind of listen in on the conversation, see if are they talking about anything important, or are they just BSing with each other?
Seems to be a relaxed conversation. Just they've had a few drinks and are enjoying some cards. A couple of them seem a little bit frustrated.
If the entire table's having fun, then you're not playing real cards. Okay, I guess I'd is there enough space in there that I could like slip like through past them and on? Like, is there like an open door that goes further into the tower?
The main passage is about 8 feet tall, 5 to 6 feet wide. To go through here, you would be traveling very near the posted guard, who's essentially in this doorway on a stool. And of course, Reynold has eyes on this place.
Yeah. So
from the inside.
Yeah. So psychically to Reynold, I'll say, all right, I'm right by the front door. There's a guard right at the door. I might be able to slip past him without bumping into him or anything, but it'd be tricky. What can you see anything from where your magic eye is?
Reynold looks through the magic eye and notices the guard that he's talking about and sees the room to the right. Is there anything else that would jump out as something that Jules would need to look out for?
You see there are 5 guards playing cards.
There's about 5 of them in the room playing cards. I can't hear anything, so I can only see, but I think it's I don't see any other guards down the hallway. I think it's just the one guy you have to get past. I will deposit this. Why not use the window from your robe to because I'd break invisibility, wouldn't it?
Do you need a distraction? Would a distraction be useful to you right now?
As long as it's not anything that's going to get you guys in any sort of trouble, because that's only going to make things worse.
So my familiar can also go invisible, and since we have snow here, perhaps a couple snowballs would be enough to take his attention elsewhere.
If that doesn't alert
the guards.
If it doesn't alert the other 5 guards in the room, because ideally they'll be relaxed and not paying attention, and Jules can sneak by the guy as he goes to investigate.
Or I could have him transform into a spider or something, just to get his attention.
Maybe that would be good.
I'll leave it up to you, however you want to do it. I'm just gonna stand by the door here until you spook him out.
All right. I'm gonna have my imp familiar polymorph himself into a rat, which is one of his abilities. He's able to polymorph into a rat, a spider, and a couple other things, I think.
Okay, very good.
So he's going to transform into a rat and scurry around. Try to grab the guard's attention. And I'm gonna have him have like a piece of food in its mouth.
Okay, the rat runs through the front door. Is that right?
Runs across the front door, right in front of the guard, like 10 feet away from the guard, and then just scurries out.
The guard takes his knife and lays aim, and throws his knife swiftly at the rat.
All right.
The knife goes clinking across the ground and into the snow. Nah, bugger.
Have the rat pick up the knife and run.
Friggin' rats.
The rat comes back.
Hey!
The
He
rat
runs
comes
across,
back
sprinting
and just
across the
stands-
hall quickly.
The rat comes back and just stands on the knife, just looking at him.
The guard hesitates for just a second and then swiftly goes to punt the rat.
No.
As soon as the guard leaves the doorway, I slip in.
So that'll hit.
This rat disintegrates.
The
No.
soldier just punts the rat off into the snow and watches it. Soldier leans
Well-
down to pick up their knife. Sorry, go ahead, Joel.
Well, actually, my imp does have 10 hit points and resistance, so
Ooh.
he's probably
He's fine.
probably not too hurt. Yeah.
Rat goes scurrying away into the snow. The soldier wipes his blade clean and Julian, will you please make a stealth check for me?
Yes.
You can do so with advantage.
So you can do so with super advantage.
I'm invisible and silent, so. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
That is a 30 stealth. When we really needed it too, man.
Yeah,
This is the big
this
one.
is a dicey situation.
Okay, you walk into the tower and you see that your boots leave wet footprints of the snow. And you see the opening to your right, a small room with a small table and chests, guards there playing cards. You see a back closet, and then you see the closed door to the left that I think Reynold had described to you, right?
Yeah, that's where I got the ping for the robe at least.
You notice the soldier that went to chase the rat steps out into the cool night air, looking around.
How many footprints have I left so far? I have just a few steps in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Seems to be approaching
So
the
it's
area where this guard was on their stool.
As soon as I notice the footprints, since I am fully invisible and quiet, I'm going to take a second and I'm going to do that thing where you like take your foot and like rub it off on your calf, you know, on like
Just
the
dry
pant
it
leg,
off
you know,
real
and
quick.
like rub off the other one, and I'm going to drop down with the farm of my shirt and just like wipe the footprints off real quick.
And what's providing your silence right now?
His boots.
I have the boots of Elvenkind, so my
Okay.
my footsteps don't make sound.
Thank you. Okay. You can tend to that quickly as you please.
Yeah, just a real quick like just to like, because I'm sure if it's a little wet in there that would make sense, but I just don't want it to look like footprints, you know.
I
Just
understand.
kind of smudged away and wipe
Yeah,
my
the
shoes
snow
off as
seems
best
to
I
even overlap a little bit with the floor of the tower there, so little bit of wetness wouldn't be too out of place, not like the footprints were.
So just a real quick slapdash job of that, and then I'll make my way and start heading towards where Reynold told me the stuff was at.
Okay, and there is this locked door, and it's in the main corridor here. You are within view of some of the guards playing cards, but they do seem, rather engulfed in their own game.
Okay. So they're distracted. Can I listen in on the door? Do I hear anybody on the other side?
Make a perception check, please.
Sure. Oh my God, I'm on fire. That's another natural 20. That's a 28.
All you hear is the conversation of the guards playing cards.
Okay. Since they seem pretty engaged in that, I'm going to go ahead and try and pick this lock, I guess. So, and there it is. Okay, that's the
Inspiration. The inspiration.
Oh wait, I do have inspiration. I just remembered, totally on my own accord.
Nat 20.
That'd be funny.
Eh.
Dirty 20.
You feel the lock click open. The knob should operate freely.
All right. So I'm going to kind of...
No doorknob, but the door would move freely, if you please.
Okay. So what I want to do then, like as soon as I pop the lock, I'm going to keep my hand on the door so it doesn't start to like swing or anything like that, and kind of step to the one side. Does it open? Is it opening in towards me, or does it push in?
It's opening into the hall. No, I'm sorry, it pushes in.
Okay,
Most
so
doors
I would
push
it
in,
from where I'm
right?
at.
Yeah, this one pushes in. Yes.
Okay.
No,
So
I'm
then
looking at
says
my
stepping.
door.
I know, right?
It depends on which side of the door you're on. So I'm standing on my side of the. I'll stand like in front of the door and just like kind of looking back at the guys. And the moment none of them are looking, I'm just gonna push it open, slip in, and shut it behind me.
Okay, make a stealth check, please.
That's another dirty 20.
And you do so quickly and easily, without hindrance and without making much noise. The door, just bangs, not bangs, but claps ever so slightly as it closes.
Perfect.
Hey, Reynold. How you doing? I'm Reynold. Hey, Jules. Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
I just got in past the guards playing cards. Was able to slip through.
I know, I saw that.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm looking at right now. Here it goes.
And in that room, it is an armory of sorts. There are several chests lining the walls, and weapons, various armors, haphazardly in various cases, just strewn about the room.
Okay.
Hey,
Is
Jules.
yeah. Yes.
I think to maybe cover our tracks, instead of just taking just the books and there's us things, we should take more stuff than that, so it looks like just a normal robbery instead of a targeted one.
Just some random stuff. I like that idea. That's a good idea.
Plus, we could sell it later.
I'll stuff the bag of holding with whatever we can find. Then we'll ditch it because we don't need to try to sell it and have it come back to us.
Yeah.
You could find
Okay.
some cheese, because my familiar's kind of pissed.
Yeah, can you steal some food?
I'll see what I can do. Okay. All right. So a couple questions. Is there any cheese in this room?
Have you searched all of the guards' pockets? Or
Well, I
all
haven't
of
searched the guards' pockets.
I'm sorry, all of the pockets of the pants in the room.
Okay.
No, I
we'll
don't.
see if
I
can
don't
come
think you
across
see
anything.
any cheese
Okay.
immediately. I'm sorry.
All right. Worth a shot. He helped me out. I want to try to hook him up. Mordecai, I don't know if I have any immediate access to cheese, but you tell your buddy I got him. Okay, I'll get him something good.
All right, I'll let him know.
Okay. Do I see Zessa's stuff in here?
Not offhand. Perhaps it's in one of the trunks.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta start digging. I'll start searching around.
Okay, there seem to be 3 chests where such items might be stowed. You begin opening them?
I'm gonna check and make sure they're not trapped first.
Okay, make a perception check, please.
Okay.
And while this is happening, I'm still keeping an eye out and making sure, in case any guard comes towards the armory, I'm gonna give Jules some notice so he can like stand on top of like a crate or something.
Okay. This chest doesn't appear to be trapped. Will you attempt to unlock it? It does appear to be locked.
Yeah. Use my thieves' tools. Let me take my advantage off. I forgot to turn that off. There we go. 21.
The chest opens easily.
Okay.
And will you roll me a d4, please?
Sure.
Loot table.
1.
You search this chest. You don't find Therazessa's robes. You find an assortment of swords and daggers.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I should say while I'm searching for her stuff, I'm trying to not disturb anything
Sure.
right now.
I was going to ask for another stealth check, please.
Yeah, of course. Because like the plan is for me to like ransack the place or whatever. 28 for the stealth, but
Okay.
I don't want to do that until I have the stuff in hand and I'm ready to book, because I don't want somebody to walk in mid destruction.
You seem to have been very quiet. Now, please repeat the same rolls on the next chest, if you would.
Okay. So
Perception to detect traps, and then...
I keep forgetting to turn that off after my thing.
That's all right.
So the perception would be a 16.
It doesn't seem to be trapped. It does appear to be locked.
Thieves' tools, 22.
It opens easily.
Okay. D4
Yes, please.
is a 3.
Will you please make a stealth check also?
Another stealth check. Yes. So many rolls.
Now we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
24.
And in this chest, you find, looks like a pouch of gemstones and a suit of armor that seems to be inlaid with gemstones.
Ooh.
Okay.
Jules, what do you see?
There's some gems. There's a gem-encrusted suit of armor.
Whoa.
There were some swords.
Maybe we steal the armor.
I might steal the armor, honestly. I'm looking at it, but I'm not taking anything just yet. I want to try this out. So there's one more
There's a
chest.
final
two
chest
more
in
chest?
the room. Yes.
Okay, final chest. So check it for traps. That's 11.
It doesn't appear to be trapped, but it does appear to be locked.
Okay.
This one
let's
is trapped.
unlock it. Yeah, it explodes. 19.
The chest unlocks easily enough.
Great.
You look inside, and a crossbow bolt shoots you in your eye. You die.
Yeah. Roll a new character. Another stealth check. I think I'm doing these in order, right? 29.
That's fine. No need for the
Okay.
D4 on this. As you open this chest, you do see Therazessa's belongings there within. That's the only contents within this chest. You see, essentially, recognize the color of her robes that you first met her in, and it seems to be bundled around just kind of like several tomes or books that are tied together as well. And there are a couple of robes there.
Okay.
Sorry for the background noise.
so-
I have somebody riding a dirt bike around the neighborhood, and also my dog
Yeah.
chasing him across the yard. So
That is so cool.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think Ben lives on one of those streets in like a cartoon where Like you don't ever see anybody living in it, but like all the stuff happens outside of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ben's like, oh yeah, I just had a hot air balloon land on my front yard, you know. Caillou's climbing out of it, and he's got Clifford with him too.
All right, I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to take all of Therazessa's stuff all that into the bag of holding. Okay. I'm going to go back to the second chest. I'm going to take that bag of gems and put that in the bag as well. And I'm going to. Can I fit that suit of armor into the bag of holding, or is that a bit too bulky? Okay, so I'll stuff that in there as well. I'm going to open up the other chest that had like the swords and stuff in it. Do any of them look like especially noteworthy, or are they all pretty much just assorted weapons that have probably been?
These seem like rather mundane armaments.
Okay. Quick glance around. Anything else look really super appealing?
Make a perception check, please.
Yep. $26.
You do see a jewel-hilted longsword laying against the wall.
Okay. So I'll take that, put that in the bag of holding. I'm going to just grab like a couple of random items, just the mundane stuff, just grab some random stuff and put those in the bag. Now, here's where I sow some chaos of my own. I'm going to use 2 patches off of my robe. First patch that I'm going to use is based on like the size of the tower and everything. Do I have an exterior wall in here?
Yes.
Okay.
There is no window though. It does appear to have been made for defense purposes.
Oh, don't worry about the window.
That makes sense. Well, guess what? There's a window on it now because I'm going to peel off my patch and I'm going to put that window patch on there, and that is going to. What size is it? It's a 2 foot by 4 foot, and it's up to 2 feet deep. So is that thick enough to get through the wall?
Yes.
Okay,
you have
cool.
an opening to the outside.
Excellent. I'm going to go outside.
They're going to be real puzzled about that. How'd this happen?
Oh, they're going to be real puzzled about a lot of things because Jesus. I'm going to pull another patch off of my robe once I'm out the window, and I'm going to just fling it into the room, and I'm going to turn and run away. I'm still invisible. I'm going to turn and run. The patch that I just threw into this room was
was it the
a riding horse.
What?
With 2 saddlebags. I don't think that really matters. And so I'm going to throw that in there. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it in there, and then I'm going to turn around. And no, that might count.
Mordecai and Mordecai and Reynold are terrible influences on Jules here.
That is what I call.
This is going to work because this is utter chaos. Not only is a bunch of stuff missing now, but like, what the hell? Why is there a hole in the window? Why is there a horse? Where's come from? Yeah, it's gonna make it. This is controlled chaos. I placed the chaos exactly where we needed it to be.
Are you leaving the window?
Different. Huh? I can't take the window out. Once I put it on there, it's there. I can't pull the patch back off. So, but that would be really funny. My hope is maybe if that horse goes wild, and
I think the main question is who took the family jewels.
Yeah.
If you could take away that window, and they're like, how the hell did a horse get in the armory? We were here all night.
But yeah, now it's too late. I already said it. It's fine.
Well, I was going to ask for another stealth check, but the horse.
I'm gonna drop the horse, and then I'm gonna clap real loud behind because I don't want to hit it or anything. I don't want to do something that would be an attack where I'd lose my stealth right at the 0 hour. So I'm just gonna make a real big clap and just give it like a, just kind of try to scare the horse. I can't yell. I got babies sleeping back here, but just a really loud thing to spook the horse because it's already gonna be scared and confused in this room. And then I'm gonna run, and my hope is that horse just gets spooked and goes nuts. You ever spook a horse in a confined space? That's what I'm going for.
I haven't, but this horse in particular begins thrashing about in the room, and you hear the destruction of whatever wooden benches there were, and these chests behind you, and the horse neighing, and the jumbled confusion of the guards. What is it?
It's got a sword. Take it down.
And you leave the tower behind you in chaos.
Yeah. And I'm gonna message the guys. Head back to the inn. Head back to the tavern. I'll meet you there.
All right. I like what you did.
You still need the invisibility.
Yeah. I mean, at least until I get into town.
All right.
So honestly, because we're only a few hundred feet from there, so count to 20 and then drop it.
All right.
And I'll move get just to the outskirts of town, and I'll hang back in a corner until I become visible again, and then I'll just sort of slip back in and I'm just wandering around.
No. In that case, I'm going because I know you're faster than us. I'm going to wait. Until
Actually, you know what? Don't take it. Don't take it down. Don't take it down. Because
Okay.
I got plenty of time to get back. Yeah, don't take it down. I'll let you know when to take it off.
All right.
And I'll use the invisibility to sneak back to the inn or the tavern.
Yep. Reynold hurries till at least the edge of town, and then when he gets to the edge of town, he's gonna start wandering, walking. You're not gonna be sprinting into town crazy. He's gonna be walking around. Maybe popped a rash and is eating it and just wandering.
Since it's not concentration, I'm going to cast disguise self to make myself look like our favorite bounty hunter.
Really ragging on this guy.
Oh my god.
What's this shady guy doing outside late at night?
I see.
And so once I get close to the inn, oh, I'm sorry, am I interrupting? You go ahead.
That's okay. I would like a deception check from Mordecai, please.
Oh, I'm very good at those. Sometimes.
Come on, Mr. Charisma.
I don't know if you actually are.
Sometimes.
I generally don't know.
Okay.
13. Okay. And you're kind of sowing these seeds of
Distrust,
contempt
chaos,
for this person. Yeah.
confusion.
I'm trying to make him look as shady as possible. I'm sneaking.
Okay. And then, Jules, what did you have in mind?
So I'm going to, when I get back to the tavern, I'm going to duck out into a corner, and I'm going to psychically to Mordecai be like, okay, you can drop my invisibility now.
Done.
Okay. All right. And then once I become visible, then I'm going to step back out and I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go up to the bar, and I'm going to go to see the bartender there. Is it the usual one is it the one that's usually there?
Yes.
I forget. I know we got her name before.
I mean, I had a different name for her earlier. I think I just started calling her Dasha here.
Dasha.
See, that's her thing. Her name changes every day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every time you ask her, she gives you a different one. She's real mysterious.
There you go.
So I go up to Dasha, and I walk up and I go, "Hey, how's things going this evening?"
Great. You want the usual?
No. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and head up into bed. It's been rough since and I'm gonna slide up 2 platinum on the counter, and just going to slide them towards her and look her right in the eye and say, no, because it's a shame about how myself and Reynold and Mordecai have been here in bed all day, sick,
Not feeling well.
and haven't left. Yeah, we haven't left at all, right?
I'm sorry about that elk.
It's my fault. I know better than that. I should stay away from it. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down. Thank you so much.
And the extra bits I could put towards your room as you requested.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. Thank you. And I head up and I let Reynold and Mordecai know my psychic link. Say Dash is going to cover for us. If anyone asks, we all had food poisoning and we've been in bed all day, all evening.
Like a few minutes later, after Jules tells us that, Reynold comes in. He's eating out like a little like bag from like rations he's had on him. He's like, super sick. Goes up. I just stepped out for a moment to vomit in the alleyway. You know, where most of the patrons do. I'm gonna go lay back down.
Yeah, the vomit pool. We know.
Randall, would you please make me a deception check with advantage?
Sure. I don't know if deception's my strongest suit, but
you sure
I will.
do practice a lot, though.
Yes, I do, for having 8 charisma.
Ooh.
Oh! What?
1 in a 20.
Okay.
Nat 1, nat 20. Oh, wait, yeah, nat 1, nat 20.
Wow.
Super sick.
Whoa.
I'm just going to head up to bed. You understand.
I hope you're feeling better.
I hope I do too.
And
Crazy.
then I walk in looking like our bounty hunter.
Derek.
Really ragging on him.
Just
Dasha
with
raises her eyebrows.
Just with
Derek?
the most fakest smile ever. I'll have a drink.
Okay, that's 2 silver.
Put it on my tab.
I'll have it up front, please, Derek. You know, times are hard and all.
Oh, it's sad.
Dang.
Now it's sad.
He was gonna run up a bar tab on him.
I was
That's
trying.
amazing.
I guess I'll slide the money over.
Yeah, and I'll need you to settle on that past balance, too. I mean,
I'll get back to you with that.
all right, I could put it off till tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Listen, you promised to settle it tomorrow.
I
I'll
promise.
just put tonight on your tab.
You know what? Twice as much.
Well, I'll count on the full amount, okay?
Twice as much. You have my word.
I'm going to write that down, Derek. And you enjoy many drinks. Paying too much for that, or somebody will be paying too much for them, it would seem.
And I just brag to her about how much money I've just made.
Man. ruining a person.
Well, as soon as you have that in hand, I'd appreciate you paying up. So I'm glad to hear that. The night, I'm sorry, Mordecai, how long will you spend in the bar having drinks?
Less than an hour.
Okay.
He's got to get upstairs so that he can call and order 50
Yeah.
pizzas to Derek's
Room
home.
service.
And do you go to
Order these?
to reconvene with the others?
Yes.
Okay.
I
I'm assuming
assume
you
we
take
all-
the proper precautions to dispel your disguise and then approaches Mordecai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'd probably be Derek walking in.
Okay. Derek does happen to have a room there, so that'll
And,
probably
yeah,
work out all right.
As soon as I am out of sight, I will dispel it.
Okay. And then
I
we would
assume-
find the group of you together.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
I think that went well.
That went
It was
surprisingly well.
So I start pulling out the all this crap that I pulled from there. I found this suit of armor. Reynald, I don't know. if this looks like
There, let
something
me
you'd
take a
wanna-
look at that. I lay it down
and
on
then
the
there was-
bed.
And I pull out the great sword that I can like barely hold. Like, oof,
Oh, come on. I'm
there
like
was this.
twice as small as you, and I pick it up fully and just lay it down on the bed as well.
Did you get me anything?
Books.
I mean, most of the we got, and I pull out all the books and all of Theresa's stuff. Like I got all her stuff.
You know
And,
me
I mean,
so well.
No, the only other things that were in there, and I'm pulling out all these other like daggers, and they're like, this is just the random crap that I just grabbed. Oh, I got these gems. There was a bag of gems. Here, you can have those.
I just push the gems out the way and go for the books.
I'll take the gems.
I'll hold on to the gems, I guess. Okay.
There are 375 gold pieces worth of gemstones.
Oh wow.
Wow. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Reynald, do you want to hold those? You might need them for like spells or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I'll hold him. Reynold will keep that on him. Can Reynold look? He doesn't have detect magic or anything like that or identify, but he's gonna try and give a once over on this armor and sword, see if there's anything magical about it or not, or if it's just well crafted armor. I'd like to do I don't know, perception, investigation. I don't know what that check would be.
Gonna have a hard time detecting any magic without Arcana, probably.
Yeah, I know. I guess I could just check the quality of them at least.
Sure.
I know they're gem encrusted.
Oh, you'd like to give an investigation check for each?
Yeah, sure. I'll do 2. It's not my strongest suit, but ignore that. We got a 4 and a 15.
The armor seems like it may be some kind of it might have some kind of hidden powers to it as you try to test it out, do various things with it. The sword seems as though it might fetch you 150% of market value. Just seems like a very nice piece.
All right. Well, this, if we can sell it somehow, would give us some good money. This holds up the armor. I don't know. We might have to get a wizard to look at it or something like that.
Well, we might have to take some time on that because it is stolen merchandise and it is very, like, it stands out.
Can I try to make an Arcana check?
Yes, you can.
I'm holding it up to him.
What kind of armor is it? Is it a plate?
Half plate.
Half plate, okay.
Gemmed half plate.
You sense magic within it.
Let me go ahead and also use my Dark One's own luck. See if I can roll a little bit higher. Okay, so that's a 21. Can I get any gist of the enchantment type?
Yeah. This appears to be +1 half plate.
Okay, I'll let them know that.
Oh.
Okay.
Pretty good armor.
It will bolster your defense.
Yeah, I might have to modify that a little bit to fit my size, but we could do that later.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So, Mordecai is interested in investigating the books, and you had all thought that there might be further clues regarding Therazis's journal within those books. Mordecai, will you please make an intelligence check for me, please?
Are you sure you don't want charisma? I can be very persuasive to books.
Mm-hmm. Therazisa seems to have written this in some kind of code that you cannot decipher yet.
The genius eludes me. Once more.
With the 3, yep.
All right.
She really needs to work on her writing. I can't understand these scribbles.
I'd take a look at it.
I would allow each of you an intelligence check if you like.
Okay. An 18.
Okay.
16 for me.
You start to notice some patterns in the way that she describes certain events and the repetition of certain words. But as you do recognize this, you see also that this would be a lengthy list, and it will require more time to kind of winnow down what you think you're onto here.
This is probably a cipher. Some sort.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to crack it.
And so you do
Jules.
make some progress that evening. And then I would have sleep find all of you, and the next day would come.
Nap time.
Okay, and if I'm keeping track of things, as of now, we've got we're meeting with Bartok. As of the new day, we're meeting with Bartok tomorrow. So we got one more day for him. And then we need to leave like the next day or day after that in order to get to the thing in time. So we got today, tomorrow's with Bartok, and then the next day is heading for the Ominous. Right?
Seems about right.
Okay.
So what happened with that item you were waiting for?
Oh man, they scam, man. They ripped me off. Lady comes back. Right, I gave her those bracers that I had, those really nice ones
Yeah,
with the
I remember
enchantment,
you.
because the whole thing is they were going to adjust the enchantment so I could use it. And then she comes back talking about, oh, we accidentally sort of broke the bracers and almost killed ourselves in the process. So now it's going to cost you more money to do the thing. And so I told her I'm not dealing with her anymore and I need to speak with the person directly. She kind of danced around about it. So I don't know, man. I may not ever see any of them again. It might be just gone. But
how important is this item to you?
The only thing it's important because it wasn't of any use for me unless I could get the enchantment adjusted. It wouldn't be of any use to any of us unless I could get that enchantment adjusted.
So
Would it
but
be good to
it's-
have?
It
What
would
was
be
the
good to
enchantment?
have. We could have sold it. The enchantment was for using like bows or crossbows or things like that. And that's not really any of our go-to.
And what's the
things
enchantment
are-
you wanted?
I wanted a similar enchantment that would give me a boost to my attacks with my blades, with my psychic
And they had-
blades.
And they had an accident during the process?
Allegedly. What I think actually happened is they probably took them, realized what they were, and now they're selling them for who knows what, and are telling me, "Oh no, it broke. Give us more money."
Based on my knowledge of Arcana, would I know if this makes sense?
Make an Arcana check, please.
Based on my knowledge of street scams, it does.
Based on bad prior experiences.
It's definitely possible that it might have happened that way.
Yeah,
Logistically.
sounds right. Sounds about right. Although I will say this. Previously, I tried contacting some sort of powerful mage within a nearby area, and I had issues finding anyone. So it does seem kind of strange that somehow she has access to someone powerful enough to
Right.
enchant.
In hindsight, that should have been a giveaway. Because I've been trying to find somebody to work this enchantment around here, and there's nobody around. But that was the whole thing, is that she said that she had heard that I was asking about it, and that's how she knew to come find me. And
That
oh man, the more I explain it, the dumber
What
I
if?
feel.
Okay, here. What if we do this? What if you get in contact with her again, and we tail her, but you are invisible?
No, it's fine. Listen, we've got enough stuff going on
No,
right
no,
now. If
I
we happen
want-
to see her again,
We gotta kill her now.
What if-
Just kidding. Just kidding.
what if I paralyze her and then you extract some answers?
okay.
Oh, you're talking about hold
Listen.
person? I can get hold person.
If we run into her again, then we can deal with it then. And yes, I would love to get some answers and get my stuff back or get my money back or whatever. But if it doesn't we don't need to go looking for her right now.
Well-
We got enough stuff to deal with.
Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. One second. He's looking through his book. He's flipping through the pages. Okay. I will consult the gods themselves
Oh
to
god.
see if this will happen. If we'll get your item within the next 7 days.
What spell is this?
Divination. I consult the gods. I ask him a question about a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM has to give a truthful reply. And it might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen. It doesn't account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome. And there's stuff if I cast it 2 or more times before a long rest that it will. I might get a random reading. But the
What was
first
the
time
part
I
about
cast things that might
changing?
change.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion.
Okay, it does not.
No, so like if
And
I
you asked-
cast it now,
You
If I
asked,
cast
will
it now-
Jules get the item
His
based off what's
item.
happened or happening?
yeah, and I can get like an answer like no, and so I'll be like, okay, then we need to go after this person.
So, let's say, assuming he were to pay the extra price, would he receive his item within the next
Would it
7
be
days?
easier-
Here's what I'll do. I can cast it tonight because I have it prepared, and I just got an influx of jewels that I can use for the components. I can do it tonight, and then the next morning I can do it that morning, and so I can get 2 truthful replies.
Because
So
I will say we have jewels. We can just pay her.
Yeah, but this is more fun.
I don't think that. I genuinely don't think we're going to see her again. Like, it's fine, guys.
I can
got ripped
ask if
off.
we can see her again.
Reynald, you can ask that later in the evening. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. That's what
That'll be
you
a
wanna do.
nighttime.
Sure.
Fun nighttime activity. Sure, sounds
I
great.
think
We'll
that
get
might-
around. We'll
that
have a
might be good.
sleepover. We'll consult the gods and get an answer.
As far as what happens that day, though, during the day, as you're carrying about your business in town, enjoying the tavern or what have you, you see in the distance a company approaching, a large company, scores large, and they seem well armed. They're carrying banners, and they are beating drums in a rhythmic fashion.
Oh, that's Barthok.
It doesn't appear to be the orcs that you're familiar with.
Oh, that's the Popo.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sounds like we pissed someone off.
put my hood up and just like drop back and blend into the crowd.
Okay, and this company seems to be coming around the trees in the distance. And as you are fading back, Reynold, what is your reaction?
Reynald is going to stand by in the crowd. Probably has a drink in his hand, and he's just gonna go in and drink and watch, and maybe psychically say to the guys, like, I mean, I could ask Bahamut if these guys are coming after us or if they know it was us, and then if that's the case, then we can act accordingly if you think that's more important. But,
Mordecai, what do you have in mind?
I am going to use my casting of disguise self to make myself look like a beggar.
Okay.
With a cup in his hand, just looking idly.
You see in the distance the company halts. Is anybody trained in religion?
yes.
Reynold, will you make a religion check, please?
Hold on a second. Where are these guys? I got a 17.
You recognize the banner of Astilibur, god of dragons, god of the Hoard.
These guys are followers of Astilurus. Was that good pronunciation?
Yes. Does anybody have knowledge of history?
Yes, I do.
I don't.
I do not.
If
What
you will,
I
please make a
know
history check.
There's a reason why they're here.
You know that
And also, I'm going to use Dark One's own luck. So I can use this every time I take a short or long rest. So
Oh,
basically
very
once
nice.
an hour. So it's 14.
okay. You know that beneath Astilibur is the Order of the Hoard. This appears to be some kind of mobilization of that. And as you're all watching and pondering, and the marketplace seems to have quieted and directed their attention to this company as well, one comes riding towards Fundar Stadur upon the back of a drake, and this person gets off of the back of this drake on the outskirts of the market and says, "Is the governor here? I will speak with the governor." And this person says this in a loud, commanding voice.
Have we heard of the governor since being here?
No. Nobody steps forward.
Reynolds.
Who's the acting governor? Sorry, Reynolds.
Reynolds is kind of sitting here like, one or two ways this could go.
I think it'd be Dasha. I think technically that's Dasha. I mean, we don't really recognize the governor here, but technically, I think that's Dasha. Dasha! And two young children run towards the red saber-tooth inn to fetch Dasha.
Okay, Jules is going to move just a little bit closer now that they're wanting to talk to Dasha. Not right up front and center or anything, but just close enough where he can keep an eye, maybe keep an ear. on what's
Reynolds
happening.
finishes his drink and places his cup on the ground and kind of gets ready in case something bad happens.
And Dasha comes out. She's wiping her hands with a towel. Yes, what is it? What? She seems confused as she approaches. You're the governor? Yes. That I'm afraid I am. And the man who's dismounted the drake says, "You must give us back the Hoard of Lurgavak. There are those here who possess it. Turn them over, or we'll siege your town." You have one day. Periastocles awaits your response. And this person mounts the drake.
Real quick, Reynolds and through the connection is like, should I go and ask what's in this hoard before they leave and we don't have any information?
Does what was Dasha's reaction like to that? Does she seem to know what they're talking about, or is she still very confused?
She looks about confused, speechless. She stammers a bit as this the deliverer of this message doesn't even seem to wait for her response.
Okay, I'm going to use my mask to disguise self as a someone of reasonable, noble, like upper middle class level sort of
Okay.
stature and step out in this form. My lord, if I might ask, what is it that you're seeking that will hold our town in such heat? What is it you say that you search for? Maybe we can help to find it.
What is your name, Lord?
Byron, sir.
Well, it will be known, and should be already. Thradala slayed and looted Lergevak. And there are those here that slayed and looted Thradala.
Oh.
We want only
I
what
know
is right,
what-
and rightfully ours returned.
Oh, Thradala, yeah. Of course. We shall do our best to honor you. Thank you. Thank you, my lord. And psychically to Reynald, I go, oh no.
Are they talking about the items or like gold or jewels?
Oh, isn't that the dragon we killed a while back?
Oh, maybe.
And the person nods their head in response to your address again, and then kicks the hindquarters of the drake, takes off over the snowy tundra.
Real quick, that was the dragon that we killed a while back, right?
That would make sense.
You're like, yeah, that's probably what it was.
I would say that you assuming so would be perfectly reasonable. It hasn't been named yet, so there is that aspect. But
Oh, okay. But that seems like probably. Did we take anything from that horde?
We must have.
Somebody did.
The only thing I don't know what. I don't remember Dragon's Hoard that we looted. That's
I mean-
we looted.
there is confusion too, because obviously this person has said that Thradala slayed and looted this dragon. So draw whatever connections you would. Sounds like just misinformation here and there, perhaps, but I think that you made the right assumptions.
Okay. So we killed the dragon, and then someone took the dragon's body, and Thradilla, some way or another, got credit for killing the dragon and looting it, and now that she's dead.
And you recall too that the dragon had the mark of Thradala branded upon it.
So either we hold the stuff that they're looking for, which I don't know what that would be, or someone else does, and we have to find them, or else we're gonna get sieged.
And we really don't have time to deal with the siege. Like, if they show up tomorrow trying to siege, we gotta.
We can just
Get
leave.
to- Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't think you can just leave. I don't think you can just leave a siege. I don't think that's how it works. The whole
Well,
point of the
peace.
siege.
We're out. See ya.
I'll throw in a zombie or a fireball if you want.
Well,
Too bad. I like this place.
would it be wise to ask the crowd about if anyone knows where the horde is at?
I mean, I'll take a quick look around and gauge the crowd. How is everybody reacting to what just happened?
Everybody seems to be gathering their belongings, leaving the market.
Yeah, these people are going to leave town. Nobody's going to stick around for this.
They'll just be hunted down one by one.
Is this us? Did we take something? Are we
I
going
don't
to, if we
think we
leave, are we going
did.
to leave these people to die?
Well, we looted a bunch of occult wizards in Thardilla. We looted them. So if she has stuff on her that was a part of the horde, then yes, we did. Which was probably some amount of gold, the hat you wear, and the rod that Mordecai uses. But that's the only thing I can really think of. Like the ring I have on my finger for cold damage.
Well, I'm
My
not giving
boots.
the rod back, so I guess this place can burn.
My boots, my robe. We got a lot of stuff from there.
I like the rod.
shoot.
The casualties. Don't worry too much.
It's quite a dilemma. The day continues. Evening comes.
You can't save everyone.
Reynolds,
Does it seem like most people are getting out of town?
It seems as though many are shuttering up in whatever abodes they may have, and you do see some of the wagons from the market move to leave town, but they're approached by guards from this company, and it seems as though they are turned back to the main downtown city area.
No.
And as you watch, the company seems to dispatch a guard, and they seem to be patrolling the area.
We're already sieged.
And Reynald, did you have a question to ask your deity in the evening?
Yes.
Do we have the stuff that these guys want?
That's what I was gonna ask. I mean, like, is it possible to find the hoard and return the items? I mean, is that what we want to ask everybody? This is a group thing. This is not just a me thing, because now it concerns the town.
I mean, I'm just planning how to get us alive out of here.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. If this is somebody else's hubris, then that's for them to deal with. But if we're carrying something that could potentially prevent these people from dying, then, you know, we don't have to carry it anymore, and then we can move on. Like, it can be a win-win.
I don't know about that. I like myself.
This is a conundrum, guys, because I don't want these people to die.
Well, let's just ask the your deity. Let's ask if maybe just ask if we're carrying any of the items that they're looking for.
Okay.
That's a good place to start, right?
Yeah. All right. Reynald in the room, probably with the window open to the outside, will set up a circle of, it's 25 gold pieces worth of materials that you have to spend to do the spell.
Okay.
So I imagine he has some of the gemstones that they got today, and he is taking like each of like a pair of jewels and like putting them in a circle around, and then he's going to lay the book down that he's ritually casting this spell, by the way. It's going to take 10 minutes. And through that, he is waving his hand over the circle of gems he's created, and he has his gauntlets off so his scales are exposed. And through this, he's praying, and he's using the thoughts of his previous memories as his form of prayer. And once the 10 minutes are up, he's going to ask Bahamut, who is our dragon god, do we carry the hoard of this dragon?
Yes.
Okay, it's us. We have it.
Well,
Damn it.
Well, I guess this town is gonna burn.
Okay. Mordecai, relax. First of all, we don't even know for sure if it is your precious staff or not.
Oh,
Okay.
this thing
Rod.
is very much. This would be something.
Yeah, no.
I know it would be, but
Anything
and, like,
magical that we lifted off of that
It's-
place
it's the
is
dragon.
it's
the
Dragon's Hoard. No doubt.
There comes a knock at the door of your room.
Go open it.
Dasha's there. Bartok.
Hi.
Bartok is here to see you. He's in the
Oh, this
lobby.
is good.
oh, yes, wonderful.
This is good timing. Yeah, we want to meet him in here, or we want to go down there with him.
We'll come down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Randall picks up his book and puts it away. And looks and now deals with this conundrum that they have.
And so the three of you, go down to meet with Bartok, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Dasha has told me about the situation with the Order of the Horde.
Pretty dire.
Yes.
Not great.
I have some warriors with me, but I fear for all of us if it comes to that.
I mean, we're all fear for that, but well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it, I suppose.
In truth, this is why I came, Jules.
Oh.
I heard of their coming. I had hoped to beat them here. Alas, I did not.
Well, I mean, we appreciate your efforts in trying to warn us, and thank you. And we're glad to have you here with us while dealing with this.
Well, as you've requested in the past, I will be straightforward with you. And I am the one who must ask you for a favor. You, Jules, and Reynold, members of the Flegville Gongumen, my trusted advisors and my brothers.
How can we help?
Meet with Periastocles on my behalf. If he does not get his hoard back, he will plunder Green Acres. And of course this city. Do what you can to stave off this conflict.
Okay.
We'll do what we can. I'm not sure what we can do, honestly, but we can certainly try. We've got I look over at the guys, like, we got a day or two before we have to leave for Ominous anyway.
They request that all of the hoard is returned, but I cannot allow them to trespass on Green Acres. I have agreed with the trees that none other than orcs, should I say, none other than the Flegville Gongumen, will trespass those grounds. We do not want to anger those trees.
So are we killing them, or like, are we fighting them, or are we resolving this peacefully?
We're going to try to resolve this peacefully, but I don't really see how a group that marched into an entire town and threatened to lay siege to it immediately, based on just a vague assumption that they might have some stuff, it's going to be really open to much, talk of treaty. But yeah, it's worth a shot. I don't know what we're going to do with this one, guys.
You have been below Green Acres.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Do you know where there might be a dragon horde?
Not specifically, no.
I mean, there was the tentacle pit.
There was the tentacle pit.
Which is, if I was a dragon and I didn't think that thing would steal my stuff, that's where I would put my hoard, because nothing would get close to it.
We found no riches outside of the mansion. Seems as though Thradla stored all of her goods there. If it is true that we cannot appease them by returning the hoard, then I would ask that you attempt to kill Periastocles immediately.
Okay, well, let me ask you, Bartok, just so we can make sure we're on the correct page for negotiations. You're telling me that you are trying to find the hoard.
We have been searching the hillsides thoroughly.
And if you do find it, you are willing to return it to them.
Yes.
Okay.
These riches are of no consequence to me. We would gladly give them back.
No, and I that's what I would assume from you, but I wouldn't want to make any promises on your behalf without clarifying with you first.
You are a good advisor. Thank you.
So we will inform them of that. I don't know what good it'll do, but I mean, heck, it's worth a try. And and you want Periastocles dead, otherwise, well, I mean, you know we can't promise you blood. You know that we don't work that way, but we'll see how things go, and we'll do what we got to do.
If Periastocles lays siege to this town, it will be destroyed, and I don't know that we'll be able to defend
What
it.
happens? What happens if we kill Periastocles, though? I mean, somebody's going to get promoted into his spot, and then aren't they just going to come and lay siege to the town?
Yes, if you kill Periastocles, we'll take that opportunity to strike.
Gotcha.
This is not what I want.
Well, we'll try negotiations first.
Do we have the mental connection?
Like almost always, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we had it. The three of us have it because
Okay.
I did it this morning.
I'm fine with that.
So I'll just like whisper into your head. We could always just send them into the ethereal plane with the amulet of the planes, if we have to.
Ooh, we could. That's a good idea. Keep that.
It's not 100% safe, but it's better than taking your chances with them.
What have we done that is even 60% safe so far?
Not much.
Okay. Well, Bartok, we of course with honor would will represent you in negotiations. I guess should we head out there immediately? Yeah, we should probably do that. We should let's go see if we can get an audience with him.
And all we have to do is just try and leave town. They'd turn us back, and then we'd be like,
Yeah,
hey.
that's kind of what I figured. We'll just go to the guards and just be like, we want to talk to Periastocles, and go from there, I guess.
Yeah.
And so you venture out onto the snowy plain underneath the darkness of night. And the company is ahead of you, and their camp is well lit with fire. And there are drakes wrestling and fighting out front, small. And guards approach you. Yes.
So as soon as the guards approach me, my hands are up. Like, hello, my name is Julian. I am not coming here to cause any trouble. My friends and I, we would request an audience with Lord Periastocles.
Do you speak for the governor?
We do not speak for the governor of this town. We speak for a leader of a nearby settlement.
Periastocles wishes to converse with the governor of Fundar Stadur.
Well, we are here as representatives of the leader of Green Acres, whom may be able to help him locate his hoard.
What do you call yourselves?
Again, my name is Julian. Jules, it's fine. These are my compatriots.
Your company name. What is your company name?
We are the
Aren't we the lucky bastards? To the connection.
Yes, we are the. It's a bit improper, and you'll forgive me, but yeah, we do refer to ourselves as the lucky bastards.
One moment, and the guard excuses herself, and the other guard stands there.
Mentally, guys, we need a name.
Stands watching you keenly.
For as much diplomacy as we do, we kind of don't have a good formal name.
And as you're discussing this, a tall dragonborn strides forth in ceremonial armor that does look to have seen days of battle, though it gleams vibrantly in the firelight. This must be Periastocles, and he approaches. Yes. I have limited time. What do you wish to talk to me about?
My lord, are you aware of a settlement near here, an area referred to as Green Acres?
I am.
Okay. This land, based on some recent dealings and negotiations amongst the people local to here, It currently belongs to an orc tribe, which has a sacred kinship with the land and claim to said land. The land has actually since been blessed to only allow members of their own clan in and out of there. Their leader, a gentleman by the name of Bartok, who has asked us to speak on his behalf, has reason to believe that the Hoard that has gone missing was taken by the ones who previously inhabited this land. Him and his Bartok and his followers are in the process of searching their newly reclaimed lands for said Hoard. We have it on his word and on his honor that anything that they discover will be immediately surrendered back to you as is proper, as they have no need for it. Unfortunately, they don't have it right now. They have not yet found it. The witch that ruled those lands previously hid her spoils quite well. But they are seeking it, and it will be returned to you. Unfortunately, laying siege to these poor inhabitants of this other town is not going to yield you the results that you're looking for.
Will you make a charisma check, please?
Sure. Any chance it could be a persuasion check?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, no, I didn't lie. Did I lie? Nah, it's fine.
No, yeah, nice. Could I use my inspiration to
I'm sorry.
help
No.
him with that? Oh,
I'm gonna
Master Julian. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to add a psionic die to that. If it works, I spend the die. If it doesn't, then I don't. But that's probably not gonna work. That's only a 9. Okay.
Master Julian of the Lucky Bastards. Where
My
did you get
apologies for
these
the name. We're looking
things?
for a new one. Which things do you speak of, my lord?
These things you adorn yourself with.
The rope?
Yes.
You're referring to?
It's a fine robe.
We found this in a where did we find these? In a battle in Green Acres. Is this part of your hoard? Oh my goodness, my lord! Oh my! And I'm taking the robe off and fold it up. Listen, I was unaware. Oh my goodness, how disrespectful of me to come here and make you these promises while wearing the very thing that you're looking for. Here, absolutely, please take this. I'm sorry. You're right. We did find this while in battle, helping our friend Bartok in combat in Green Acres. So yes, the person that it was discovered from probably took it from your hoard. Our apologies. Here, yes, of course.
Then it is you who slayed Thradala.
It was us that helped with that. Yes.
Thradala took Lergevik from our home years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She looted Largevik's hoard. Now you have slayed Thradala. You have looted her hoard, but by law, it belongs to the dragons.
Well, no, once again, my lord, please understand. This was their loose. This was not within a hoard. They are again, as I said, they're still seeking the stockpile of everything so that it can be returned to you. But I will give you this robe now, right now. You can absolutely have this back because I would not want to take something.
And there was
So
more.
disrespectfully. And again, they are searching for that.
But was there more discovered in the battle? Where you found these?
I don't think that we found anything like some potions and some oddball things of that nature. Maybe some gold. I mean,
We make a
I can
deception
give you,
check,
we can give you
please.
some gold if you'd like. Sure.
can Reynold make a check of some sort to see because he's heard of these people before, and their at least their religious side. Is there anything within their beliefs about keeping the Horde as something that they've slayed? Like a religion check or something to see if there's any information about that, or if it's
Sure, you
just
can do so,
purely.
please.
Here, let me make.
So I rolled an 18 on the deception. I wanted to be safe, so I rolled a psionic die and only got a 1 on it, so it gives me a 19 total.
Okay. The Horde of Dragons seems like a selfish thing to humanity. And so it is a difficult thing for you to understand the laws that govern the hordes of dragons because of essentially what seems almost like a dichotomous nature. They view the building of their hordes as something of value, virtue, but they don't consider it the same way we do, as though they're hoarding things from others or performing this hoarding act in jealousy.
So no
very
finders
hard.
keepers.
It's hard to, because it would seem that way, but then you know that the Order of the Horde seeks to restore a dragon's horde to it because they are reincarnated on Gira. And so they will accumulate these hordes throughout their ages.
No clause about skimming a bit off the top.
Finder's fee.
In the sense that when they make dedications to Astilibur, they would do such a thing, but not for those not of dragon blood. I'm afraid none of those laws would apply to you. Nothing of the sort.
Wait a damn second. Reynold is listening to Jules like flounder and try to like tiptoe his way around this negotiation.
Flounder, I was doing great.
Reynold would now take off his gauntlets and his helmet and lay them down on the ground and says to this leader of this organization, the Order of the Horde, if I was a follower of Bahamut and if I was one of her chosen, would that change anything? And I point towards the scales on my arm.
Will you make a charisma check, please?
A persuasion?
Yes.
That doesn't matter. It's not different in any way. This is a flat roll, everybody. It's a 4. I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that. It's a 17.
Much better.
Periasticles furrows his brow, his scaly brow, for a moment, and then turns to Mordecai and stares at you intently in your eyes, seeking to determine what you plan to do.
I am actually a charisma character. I don't know if you guys realize this.
Yeah, the one that we
Jump in
have.
whenever you want, man. Like,
I'm drowning out here. Help!
Beautiful. I'm gonna try to use what they've said already and try to jump off of that and say, okay. I'm not good at persuasion, but I'm very good at lying. So, we serve Bahamut's will. We have slain countless enemies in his name. We bring honor to Dragonkind with our actions. If it is Bahamut's will here today for us to return every magic item we possess, then so be it. But if it is his will for us to keep our things, then so be it as well.
You do have the deception, though.
Okay, a deception check.
Can I get advantage because you can't see what my actual face looks like?
Yes.
Yes. The
Oh.
one time a mask is actually useful.
A hell of a poker face when they can't see your eyebrows or your lips move.
Yeah.
And for this, I am also going to use Dark One's Own Luck.
Really piling it up here, trying to do what we
Oh.
can.
Absolutely.
Trying to save a town, man, and keep our stuff.
The one time I really need a 10. Well, not a 10.
But it's good still.
21.
And the dragon seems to look through your cloak wherever you are holding your rod and
And I
says
am
to
not
you,
holding back anything. I am showing everything I have.
oh, okay, so you have it on in public as well.
Yes. Yes.
The
I'm
dragon
showing my sincerity.
the dragon born steely gaze goes down to the rod and then back up to greet your eyes, assessing your power, seeming to make a decision here. Says, there are not sufficient things here to replenish the Hoard. So many of our sistren and brethren have been slain, humiliated by wizards. It seems as though some of these items may have found a new owner, but for that to be the case, they must be replaced.
If you're talking about the original Hoard that's still hidden, we'll gladly look for it.
No, there's another Hoard.
Where?
It is in the hills nearby. We cannot go there. It has been looted by your people, taken, but I know that it is intact. I sense it.
Tact.
Yes, this Hoard of Lergavak, it is lost. It is dispersed. We will not recover it. It has gone too far and wide. Though there are pieces here, there are other pieces elsewhere. I feel them. It would be too much.
Could
If you would make a deal, you say that you serve Bahamut and that you bring honor to dragons, then restore this other Hoard to me. I will split it with you, half.
just tell us where it is?
You have a
Like,
gentleman's
as-
agreement.
As close as you can. So it can be quicker, if possible.
I will have a map drawn up for you.
That's great.
In your head, you hear, what are the chances they're sending us to our death?
Pretty high.
Almost definitely. And again, my lord, do know Bartok will keep on with the deal that he sent us here to offer you, and anything that he does find, he will reach out to you to return. They have no want or need for these items.
Very good, and we will wait here until you return the Hoard.
Very well.
I
know
trust
it
that I trust that you won't take this out against these poor citizens here.
If the Hoard is restored to us, then our humiliation will be
Honor.
thank you. Our honor will be restored. I was trying to reverse engineer that, and it did not
Don't
happen.
worry. I also get tripped up with the word sometimes. Man of action.
All right.
But, like I said, we will wait here. The timeline of dragons is much longer than that of man.
course.
The dragon seems to raise its eyebrow at Mordecai.
And I look at the dwarf and the tiefling behind me and go, yeah, we'll go with that. So
as
well,
soon as we get that map, we
thank you.
will.
And yeah, we'll get that map, and then boy, this is kind of awkward because I did the whole thing, but like, does that mean I can hold on to the robe, or do you need it? You can have it back. It's fine. I don't want to.
Just keep the robe. We'll get you something else.
Please take the robe.
Okay, great. Sorry, that felt weird.
It was a little awkward.
Just like I start to put it back on. I look around, and just like I like
Maybe not right here.
I check the whole room, and I just like kind of fold it back up very neatly and respectfully. Just tuck it into my bag.
Just later.
I'll put it on later.
Put Lurgavak's hoard to use in restoring
Are-
this other hoard, and it will be well earned.
We
Are
will
you-
bring great honor to every item that we utilize.
Are you in a dragon's loincloth? These are the answers I need.
Yeah, got to really paint the picture here. Oh man.
Reynolds thinking to him through the second link, like, I can't believe that Bahamut thing worked. I didn't think that would go over well.
I'll have a map delivered to the
Big-
governor.
Big risk.
Okay, we will
Okay, sounds
eagerly await.
good. Now we do have some personal matters that we have to attend to over the next couple days. So, but we'll address the issue with your horde immediately following.
I will give you 30 turns of the dragon before we march on Fundarstadur.
Okay, we don't have to march on anything. 30 turns of the dragon. Got it. Okay.
Thank you, truly, for your courtesy, your honor, and your generosity.
It is a privilege to me to have chosen one of Bahamut. There are not many of you.
You want me to shoot flame into the air and give a
That won't be
spectacle?
necessary.
Okay, I just didn't know if you needed like further proof or.
I think we're good on that part.
Well then, I have much
Okay.
to do.
Yes, we're
Yes,
both
of
very
course.
busy.
As do we. Thank you.
May Bahamut guide your path.
May Bahamut guide your path.
And that's where we're going to end the adventure here for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out a little bit later tonight.
I
know
hate
we got through
diplomatic encounters. They suck.
a lot. We're not gonna have a game next week. I'm gonna actually be going on a family vacation. We're going out to Salt Lake City, kind of like a
You're
short
coming
notice thing.
here.
So
Congrats.
gonna be doing that, and then we're also off the following Monday because that's the first Monday, and it's also the 4th of July.
Ain't nobody
So-
want to be playing D&D on the 4th of July. You gotta get your barbecue on.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
So I'm gonna try to set up the one shot for that week of the 4th, and then we'll probably stream that live here too, since it is does have continuity with the world of Gira. So whoever's wants to take part in that is welcome. If you're a viewer and you want to be a part of that, join our Discord, the Heroes Era. You can join without an invitation, and you will be there.
Come
Other
along
than
and
that-
make your mark.
Yeah, for sure. Come hang out, everybody. Thanks again, and until next time, the adventure continues.
Goodbye.
Bye.